Do I die?
Yes.
Yes.
No.
Oh, it's a tense
You-
mystery because we don't know.
It's a tense mystery. You reach out with your mind and touch at the chaos of magic, and you hear whispers in your mind. Unintelligible, but somehow familiar. As wave after wave of magical power surges through your body, you notice a red mist start to envelop you. If the people next to you notice, they certainly don't show it. When your spell finally goes off, the red mist suddenly pulses and shoots out in all directions, traveling at insane speeds until it finally dissipates somewhere out of view. You can't help but wonder if somebody else noticed that. As you turn to face the guard you just charmed, a horrifying sight unveils itself. His eyes are gone, replaced with orbs of flame that glow brightly and emanate a scorching heat that comes just shy of burning you. The slaves next to you gasp in horror and scrabble to move themselves to the corner of the cage opposite the guard, huddling in fear. After a silent moment, the guard says to you, "Hey, long time no see."
Oh, shit. This is unexpected on outcomes. Give me a sec. So I'm gonna look at the guard. Try not to look like anything's odd. And be like, wouldn't it be a good idea to let us out of these cages if there's something that might kill us?
You know, you make a good point, friend. And you know, I don't really know why you were locked up here in the first place. A good friend of mine like this, you shouldn't really be here. How about I let you out, you know? I think that's a pretty swell idea. And he reaches into his guard pocket. He reaches to his side and pulls up a loop of keys. Takes a moment to find the correct one and puts it into the lock. And as he turns it, the slaves in the corner scrabble, start running for the open door. What do you want to do as they start to just leap for this open door?
I think the goal here is to let him out. I'll mention we gotta open the other cages too. We don't want anybody trapped inside a cage if that saber cat gets through.
I don't know about the other cage. I don't know about that. You know, it's I mean, I can open this gate. So as you are continuing to talk to him, the other slaves have now gotten out of the cage and are trying to, as silently as they can, sneak off. So as you were talking to him, I don't think that's such a good idea. I can let you guys out. I mean, you can vouch for those guys. They're probably with you, and you're a good buddy of mine. But those other people, I don't know about them. You can make me an opposed, whatchamacallit? What was it?
Sure.
Charisma check?
We can do that.
Because this is an action he would not normally do.
So,
Come on,
diplomacy.
Yeah.
An opposed charisma check. That it specifies.
Does it? What, in the charm person?
Oh, I rolled
Yeah,
Opposed
so
charm.
bad.
Charm person
Ooh.
says an opposed charisma check.
I
Yeah.
rolled bad too.
Retries are not allowed.
Huh.
Okay.
Interesting.
This guy probably
Might
doesn't
roll
have
even worse.
charisma.
Unless he like epically
Wow.
fail.
Oh.
So,
Yeah, you got a real good one. He goes, no, I don't think we're gonna be doing that. But but at least you're free, right?
yeah, I'll be like, you have a good point. Hey, you know what? How about you let me hold on to the key so you can go help with the saber cat? That way you don't drop it.
Oh, sure. No use in this key anymore. It's just for this cage here. But you can have it, sure. Here you go. I'll go help with the saber cat. And he walks over. I'm now going to do a bit of stuff.
Do I notice the
Wow.
middle cage being emptied?
Yeah, you notice. Well, actually, you're a bit distracted at the moment, so make me a perception check to see if you can actually see what's going on over there. You're a bit distracted with the arrows attempting to pepper you currently. Yeah, you do notice that the cage over there is being emptied. Speaking of arrows peppering you, another volley of arrows comes from the guards at the tree line, attempting to hit you. And one of them does for, wow, max 6 points of damage.
Which one?
Which guard?
No, which of those rolls? Because if it's just a base 17, I have a higher AC because of being in cover.
No, this is without the bonuses. But I made mention of the fact that the guards would need to roll base. I think it was some guards needed base 17, 18, 19, or 20,
Okay.
and some needed 19 or 20 to even have a chance at hitting you. But they have bonuses on top of that.
Do I still get concealment for being in darkness?
Yes, you, yeah, you would. They are shooting into the darkness. That's going to be a 50% miss chance. I didn't...
Well, I have a macro for it.
Yeah, you have a macro. Okay, so it misses completely and it just flies. It just scratches you barely and flies off into the darkness, hitting the trunk of the tree behind you.
Since all this is happening, can I stealthily move north of the tree line, so around this way, so I'm out of their shooting area?
I think you were in the, you were in the canopy, you were on top of branches, if I remember correctly?
Possibly.
Yeah. You could move to the next tree, but oh yeah, they wouldn't know unless you made a sound, which you were doing to distract. So yeah, you could move in that direction, and they would probably either continue shooting in this direction or stop altogether.
I shall make a way to the north.
Okay, you do so. You do also notice that the slaves who have been let out of their cages managed to sneakily cross the road without being seen, and they are now disappearing into the tree line. Aaron, what are you doing?
I'm gonna go this way.
Okay.
Apparently I'm inside of the lighting, so I can't even move my token.
Wait, what? What?
Yeah, I'm inside of the lighting, so I can't move.
One moment, I'm going to not restrict the movement onto the lighting. I just do that always, but... Let's see here. Restrict movement. There we go.
Inside of the lighting.
Yeah, because lighting, you make lines, so I'm behind the
Yeah.
line, so I can't move through them.
And you can choose to restrict the movement of it. I've unrestricted it, so you should be able to move at this point. There we go.
Do I need to roll stealth, or...?
Yeah, but you, it has a very small... No, you don't have to roll stealth because you are in complete darkness.
Alright.
But as this guard gets close here, he has another one of those head torch dealios, and dim light starts to fall on you as he nears the tree line with his heavy flail. And at that point, I will need you to make me a stealth check.
Does he still have crazy glowing eyes?
Yes, he does. And he seemingly hasn't noticed.
How do the other
It's
guys
crazy.
react?
As he nears them, they notice the intense heat and light emanating off of him, and they turn to face him and back away in terror as they notice his glowing, burning balls of flame for eyes, and they just kind of back off, like, What happened to you? What do you mean? I'm the same as I've always been. And they're just terrified, looking at him in just fear. And as this goes down, they are just heavily distracted by his sudden appearance and crazy eyes. And none of them seem to notice you, Genboki, as you stealth in the canopy. Niscali, as all of this are going down, you are observing from some 50 feet to the south. Is there anything that you want to do as this is all going down?
I prepared your spells for you. I don't know if you want to change either of those.
Yeah, I took a look and I'm pretty okay with what you did, so I'm fine with that. I was saying that they're all the antholes. Unless they're all gathered on like this one area, probably. I mean, I already said I'd be this side of the road, but I would actually cross the road, sneak up the tree line there, to try and make my way like on the front of this caravan line.
Okay. Since you are already 50 feet to the south, you can sneak over across the road.
I'm pretty sure I'm far ahead enough to just go across the road
There's
and
no
then
need for
sneak
stealth.
there.
Absolutely.
And just make my way on this.
You're in complete darkness right now, so you can sneak over across the road without any troubles and get to like somewhere around here.
I'm pretty sure I can just walk or even run to a point before I need to sneak.
Basically, yeah.
But
so you've gotten about here.
Here-ish.
Okay. Steve, is there anything that you're doing as all of this is going down? You do hear that there is some commotion.
Goose.
Going down near the... Yeah?
You might want to take off my ownership of Niscali, because I have her slight.
Oh yeah, I forgot about that. I need to do that. But yeah, as all of this is going down, Steve, is there anything you want to be doing? There, you do notice that there is a commotion going down near the third caravan.
I'm gonna say to the guard that's by my cage. Hey, what's that? No, that's not Steve voice. Whatever.
You're a bit more noble in your voice.
Yeah. You're proud.
I'm tired. I can't remember anything right now.
Fair enough.
That's why you need coffee in your cereal.
Yeah, no
go.
kidding. What's that over there?
They go,
sounds
"What
like
do you
a
mean?"
commotion.
And they turn to the south and notice what's going on. Well, not entirely, but they see that there's something going on. And they go, it doesn't matter. I was told to guard your cage, and you're not going to get me away so easily. And they kind of stare at you.
I flex a little bit.
In your manacles.
Yeah, in your manacles. They suppress a chuckle and go back to looking stern.
Okay.
Can't the guard even see anything because there doesn't seem to be any light in there.
Ooh, that's not good. Lighting isn't my strong suit.
I think that's fair. I'm just...
Here we go. Oh yeah, and take away Scully. Aaron.
I don't have anything else to cast. I'm gonna creep up. Boop.
It could always chaos burst.
He's already done that for the day.
Hey, you can do it once a day.
Yeah, it's limited.
I
had to limit it somehow.
I'll creep up to where I'm like, kind of, I'm not in view of the guard, but I can like make out Steve, and I'll like wave at him a little bit. Get his attention.
So Steve, yeah, you see Aaron.
Steve makes an exaggerated wink at Aaron.
just like shaking my head.
Steve lacks subtlety.
How long are like things prepared for? Just for 24 hours, right?
Your spells should be prepared until you use them. Like, you still have your spells from yesterday today if you don't spend your time preparing again. Oh god, I see nothing.
I'm mainly talking about
Wait, what?
cantrips.
Yeah, I'm
But I
behind the
still have-
lighting, so all I can see is a tiny bit of tree. Like, I can see here.
Okay, I'm gonna mess with this lighting now.
Yeah, cantrips
still have-
remain prepared until you use them. Or until you... Well, I'm sorry, until you change them.
Oh, beautiful. Okay, so I can still do things like prestidigitation.
Yeah, you can still do cantrips.
Oh, beautiful. Okay.
You can't just do forever.
Yeah.
Everyone loves prestidigitation, right?
Yeah.
Oh, everybody does.
It's fun.
I like how I could see just the outline of the sky.
Oh yeah, I should be increasing this guy.
I'm debating. Prestidigitation doesn't do as much as I thought it did.
It's mostly just
does.
aesthetic things. Like making
Yeah.
something darker, changing colour, making something clean or dirty.
I just need a sound.
That's ghost sound.
Yeah,
I
good
know.
sound.
There's
That
another
was a ghost
cantrip.
one, yeah.
They combined some stuff in like 5e.
You could
No.
change the color of it, the flame of his torch.
If you were a gnome.
You know what?
I don't
That's
know why I don't-
actually,
That
that's
character
actually
moment,
brilliant. I want to do that.
it's so like
Genius.
fun thing to mess with.
I'm gonna prestidigitation the guard's torch and make it blue.
Wait, so
Flame.
the flame?
The color of
Yeah.
the flame.
The color of the flame is gonna be bright blue. Just out of nowhere, it's just gonna flare bright blue.
I don't know. It's gonna have to go, but it
They
sounds
look-
awesome.
They look momentarily confused and kind of look down at their torch and kind of start like messing with it. Like, what the hell is
Whoa.
going on?
That means some evil is afoot.
It's a bad omen.
Ooh,
It's a
Ooh,
terrible omen.
make me a bluff check.
Oh no!
Did you think that was Steve's roll?
Oh!
Bite your tongue, you're just saying it.
Steve is the most
terrible
amazing
omen.
guy.
Yeah, yeah.
See,
it's a-
Steve is too honest and genuine to
Yeah.
bluff anybody.
Okay.
Yeah, pretty much. A terrible omen. Don't be an idiot.
So
It's
sad.
just a. It's just a.
Well, what else could that be?
The flicker of the light, a change in the wind.
It's
Obviously,
gotta remain blue for 1 hour, so I mean...
it's just a simple trick. It's science.
Science? Who's ever heard of science?
You've never heard of the scholars down in Arcs? They're geniuses. I love reading their holy texts at night. The things that I learn. And they theorize that the light of the flame is merely tiny particles we can't see. And
It's
simply
obviously magic.
simply a rudimentary change in their properties that has caused my torch to turn blue. Yep, that sounds about right.
I don't believe you. That's obviously magic.
You're a fool. Simple-minded, superstitious fool.
Whatever. I have
Well-
I have another plan for next turn. Or next time you tell me to do something.
Yeah, you can do something.
Okay. I'm gonna cast dancing lights in the woods to the right of the guard.
Like somewhere over here.
Yeah. So like so in the woods there's gonna be 3 dancing lights rotating around each other. They look like will-o-wisps. 4 glowing spheres actually.
As it happens, there isn't a change in the lighting, so the guard doesn't seem to take note. But Steve, you notice it clear as day that 3 orbs of light have appeared suddenly in the forest.
Oh, what's that over there? It appears to be a dread wisp in the woods.
She quickly turns, like, her head to look and notices the light in the woods, and then she kind of just turns her whole body and goes, "What the hell is that?"
Can
Whatever
I
it is, I'm
prestidigitate?
sure that's scienced your torch.
Can I prestidigitation to make her torch feel cold?
I don't know. Is
wood.
that something prestidigitation can do?
Yes, it can chill 1 pound of non-living material.
Then you can do that. Yeah.
So I want the wood of the handle to feel chilled. Even though there's a fire above it, it's cold. A blue
pretty
fire.
So she just goes, she just kind of like shakes her body a little bit and goes, "I suddenly feel chilled. I should investigate this."
Yes, it
This-
is your science afoot.
Of course it's science. Nothing magical could explain this. I'll show you. And she starts walking over to the woods, occasionally glancing back at Steve, and then just wholeheartedly just starts walking into the
I
wood.
wave goodbye to the.
Can I continue heading north?
Yes.
Come on,
I'll
Gimbo,
continue north
get
as
up
well.
there.
So what do you want to do, Aaron, as this happens?
Oh man, now I'm in the tough spot because I need to. Let me see. So if I move up 1 square to the edge of this, it's still not close enough.
What are you planning
can
to do?
So I can daze her if I'm within 25 feet. If I need to. I don't know what I'm planning to do.
Why didn't you daze her next to the cage?
Because I needed her to get away from the cage. Because I figured Steve might be able to actually get out of the cage.
Well, he needs the key to get out, and that guard has the key.
Yes. But if I daze her next to the cage, she'd be in direct sight of, like, these guys.
They're currently busy with the trees down there.
Yeah, they've diverted their attention from the trees, but their attention is wholeheartedly focused on the heavily armored guard down there, and tensions seem to be rising there as they argue over his current state.
What are they saying?
You've turned into a monster! I'm the same as I ever was. No, you're different now. I can feel the heat of your scorching eyes. You're terrible. It's like, I'm the same old guy. Nothing's changed.
How dry are
They're
these
just starting-
trees?
They're not that dry. They're like, I wouldn't say they're, I don't know how to describe it with my
Okay,
words.
can I use
because-
some of my oil to set the tree on fire near them? To make it look like he set the tree on fire.
Oh my god, yes, you can.
It's a good thing I bought oil and flint and steel.
Oh yeah. Okay. Boop boop boop. I need to make some fire now. So yeah, you pour the oil on top of the tree, like over here. Pour it down the trunk and light it with your flint and steel, and the trunk of the tree just lights up in a blaze, and the guards near just like they jump a couple of steps back and fall square on their butts. And they're just yelling at him at this point, "You're a monster!" And he's just going, "No, I didn't do that. That wasn't me. How would you know?" And they are starting to draw their weapons, and they are just getting closer to him. And he just goes, I did," and he just starts booking it into the forest. And some of them give chase, but some of them stay behind. But most of them give chase to him as he just books it full force through the forest. And now this tree is on fire.
Don't worry, we have water today, so we can get rid of it if need be.
If you
Oh
act
my
fast
God.
enough.
Who cares? Let's
Uh,
just create forest fires.
Yeah. It's
Let's
forest
burn
fire
the whole
time.
world down.
It's been a few days since we started
It's the
fire.
last forest
Yeah.
fire.
We have a quota to meet.
And it wasn't even.
We're totally overdue for one.
Well, there you go. I, split him up in half. Now there's less people to look at him.
But there is a forest fire now.
Whoosh.
And yeah, these guys are still in a cage.
That's not a forest fire.
There we go. I also need to make
My-
lighting for that. forest
My
fire.
person is making a million assumptions off the fact that he knows that that's not a saber cat. Legitimately,
I mean-
what's going on right now? Like, risking my
Oh,
life hoping that
jeez.
the other allies are nearby.
You'd probably know it's
Maybe
Genboki just
you-
from the sound he makes.
That's what I'm saying. It's like
Yeah.
he's heard that before, so
Yeah.
he's hoping he's nearby. So it's like Genboki in the woods, lure distracted guard to woods.
And if you have dark vision, you can probably see Nazcali on the other side of the road. But I don't know if you're ever looking at that direction, so.
At
Oh.
this point, the guard has gotten all the way to where the dancing lights were, and they are starting to wave their weapon through it. And they are noticing that it's not, in fact, will-o'-the-wisps. And they turn back to Steve and go, I told you, it's just a trick of the light, you fool. Anything, science could easily explain this away. Particles and properties. You know, all that fancy good stuff.
And magic.
I move them to circle around her.
Is it? Would it be possible for me to land on them, dealing falling damage as well as attack? Basically, I'm doing an assassin jump on them.
Yes, I'm going to say, let's see here.
There are falling object rules because I'm a medium creature.
If there's a rule for this.
Yeah, there are rules for falling objects. And I count as an object. It is 3d6 for medium.
But the
Or
rules
the-
of physics say that you get dealt the same.
Yeah, I'm falling. I don't take as much damage because I'm purposely falling, so I can reduce my own damage by putting the force into them. So they take damage from it. I'm going to be taking less because I'm good at falling. Depending on how high up these trees are.
The trees are between 15 and 20 feet tall.
Okay,
the trees
so-
that you're currently in are about 20.
Yeah, all I need is 10-foot drop to do the damage, and if it's 20, I could just... Since I'm doing it on purpose, I negate the first d6, and if I roll on acrobatics, I only have non-lethal for the second d6.
Ooh, link me those rules. And I'm going to want you to make me some sort of acrobatics check.
Yeah, it's
on top of your
acrobatics.
attack. So yeah, make the acrobatics and then the attack.
Which one of these guards had the key to the last cage?
That is going to be this one here.
Okay.
Wait, is the boy all the way
Picking
back
up-
there? I thought he's in the front cage.
No, he's in the front
He's
cage,
in the
but,
front cage with Steve.
you know.
Then we don't care about the other guy.
But you don't care about the other people. You don't speak for
I
the whole
care.
group.
I care about saving the group and living. I'd like to live.
Living is overrated.
It really
is
is.
great.
I have one health.
You know, just in case. Just
The damage is the same, but the first d6 is non-lethal. On DC acrobatics, avoid any damage from the first 10 feet and converse. Oh, okay, so DC 15 acrobatics. Because you are making a difficult maneuver in that you are not simply trying to reduce the damage, you're also trying to attack. As you do this, I'm going to increase the DC of the acrobatics check. And if you fail the acrobatics check, you're going to get a penalty on your attack roll. Seems fair.
Yeah.
Cool. So make me an acrobatics DC 20.
Oh,
Oh boy.
They are still like completely unaware of you, so even with the penalty, you might still hit them.
You can do it, Sabercat.
No.
Ooh.
Or not, I
You don't
guess.
even. Ooh, boy. They're still gonna take the 2d6, but you are as well. And then make me the attack roll, but you're going to take a minus, let's say a -5 penalty.
oh my gosh, do you get downed right here?
They're flat-footed. You should also. Oh yeah, this is. No, they're not in darkness, but they are completely surprised. It's a 9.
Ugh.
That's 5. No, that's not going to hit. So
Oh, no.
I'm going to roll 2d6 now. Oh boy. Ooh, man. So close. So you land on the guard full force, and the guard takes 7 points of damage. And they are just knocked to the ground, prone, and they just go, "What the hell was that?" And you also take 2d6. Go ahead and roll for that.
Oh no.
Oh no.
It's going to be 7 points of damage.
Well, the first one is not lethal because it's on purpose. It'll
yeah.
be nothing if I succeeded.
Yeah. No, it would have been. I think it would have been 1d6 if you succeeded, because
I'm saying the first
the
dice would
acrobatics-
be negated since I have 2 now.
Yeah. Okay, and we are going to jump into initiative now.
Would he have dropped his torch, allow me to go back into stealth?
Let's roll for it. 1, 2, 3. No, they did not drop their torch. They
Okay.
held on to it fast.
And I
It's
can
so cold;
totally,
it's making their hands do a thing.
I can totally make the dancing lights just go. Go on.
I mean, if you want to rush into your days now, that'd be good.
Yeah.
Wow, stealing my macros.
Oh yeah, I completely forgot to get you to roll a stealth check. But I'll say that was the surprise round, so no surprise round.
Click on my character.
Maybe I can kill them before they say anything.
It's very likely.
Like a
I'm
real
hoping.
ninja.
I'm hoping I'll be able to move.
I'm only a real ninja when I hit 2.
Where the?
Yeah, you're
Where
in
the-
full light now, so they see
Where
you.
is the initiative button? Why did I lose it?
It's on the core page right below your health.
Oh,
There's probably-
somehow I clicked it and it minimized. Yeah. I got a good roll. I might be able to stop them from being able to even hit you.
The fire now has an initiative.
Go. Okay, so we are going to do. I should really switch up. This
Do we know where Aaron and Steve's gear is?
Probably
Probably back at the fortress.
Yeah, it is not going to have been sold with them. They were just sold to slaves, not as like combatants or anything
Okay.
like that. So it's going to be back there.
At least Steve's
okay.
weapons are his fists.
Wait,
Yeah.
is the mystery music still?
Yes,
Yeah,
we
there's
got
double
both.
music.
There we go.
Here we go. We're gonna start this combat out with Ginboki.
And I shall try and finish the guy off.
Go ahead.
Are they flat-footed?
Yeah, they are flat-footed because
They are also
haven't
prone.
taken their turn yet. They are also prone, but I think that gives them. Bonus
That's
to
even
their AC.
that's minus to their AC. It's only bonus if it's ranged.
Yep.
Oh, that's right. I had those.
Makes
backwards.
it easier to hit him with a melee weapon, but harder to hit him with a ranged weapon.
Yeah, that makes a lot of sense.
In that case, I'll go for the plunging in the eyes of my Bite Gauntlet.
Oh, it's going to be flat-footed and prone. What's the penalty to the prone?
-4.
-4? Yeah, okay, so you land on top of this person, like, flailing about, and they go, what the hell? And you fall, and they fall. I was going to say you also fall prone, but you would have just used your move to stand up, so it's irrelevant. And and then you stand up and just stab your spike gauntlet into their eye, and it just goes through their skull, and they're dead. Truly a combat worthy of the initiative and the music.
I mean, we can keep this initiative for the guys downstairs.
That's my friend. So yeah, you've managed to silence. I'm going to switch back to mystery music now. Battle music poorly used. Wow.
It's very epic for my killing of this guy.
Yeah, for your
It was for the cutscene.
Yeah, the cutscene of the assassin's
The
jump.
cutscene, yeah.
The assassin falling out of the tree and landing on the guard and then murdering them afterwards. Okay, so this guard is now dead, lying in a pool of their own blood. What do you want to do?
I'm gonna look for the key.
The key is at their waist. So yeah, you find the key.
I shall take the key and...
With
Ooh, pouch.
18 silver.
I can carry that!
Yay! It's the small victories that matter.
I'll flip my notes, because I'll split out later, because I can't split now. I shall take the pouch and the key and make my way to the cage.
Okie doke. At this point, there is a lot of commotion down to the south, where the forest fire is. The guards down there are yelling into the forest for their sleeping compatriots to come and help them with this fire. We are going to continue in initiative and do actions like that because of reasons. I have reasons. So you managed to get to the cage and unlock the cage in your turn. Aaron.
Alright, turn into a fox.
You turn into... Okay, well, in that case, I think we can skip that. So you manage to open the... yeah, we're not going to do in combat because things happened. So you manage to open the cage, and the slaves that are not Steve and the kid start to file out, just scrabbling, almost leaping through the cage. Not through the cage, through the open door in the cage, and start booking it across the road into the forest across.
As well they should.
Yeah.
We gotta go, Steve. There's a demon.
I noticed.
He started a forest fire.
How terrible. Steve exits the cage and... Well, Steve makes sure the kid gets out of the cage and then gets the hell out of the cage himself.
Yeah, the kid gets safely out of the cage. And he is just kind of tagging along with you.
Alright. Come. Let us go. I told you this is all according to the plan.
I should have believed you, mister.
What does he do when he sees the cat covered in blood and a blood-covered claw?
He goes. He just kind of clutches Steve's leg. Is that one of your friends?
Yes, that is Jimboki.
Is he gonna kill me?
As he says Jimboki, Genboki's gonna give Steve the most evilest glare.
He doesn't seem too happy with you for being your friend.
That's just how he is. He is a stalwart companion and a effective assassin of evil.
Okay, if you say so. And he is clutching.
Genboki's gonna move past and say you're welcome as he just nonchalantly wipes his claw on Steve's shirt.
The kid is just like, he has his eyes wide open, just like his pupils dilated to the max, just freaking out, all of the adrenaline pumping through him as he's watching this murder cat walk away from the dead corpse of that person, and now the empty cart. Oh my god.
We'll move on the way to meet up with Sky, and hopefully he'll throw off the channel for us.
So yeah, you guys move across the road without issue, meeting up with some Scully in the tree line across.
Yeah, and Askley was like seeing that the situation kind of taken care of. And stay out of sight from the prisoners, kind of rushing right towards him. Just he doesn't want to explain a random goblin in the woods.
Aren't you still dressed as a gnome?
No, I dropped that off a long time ago.
Okay.
That was like a couple of days ago when we were in Black Hollow.
You never know, you might have become accustomed to it.
Nah, man, the beard's itchy.
I don't even know if goblins have hair in this setting.
I don't know.
Yeah, sure.
I mean, Scully doesn't.
Of course. Yeah.
I mean, yeah, no, it's like a case-by-case basis.
I see.
So yeah, start making our way south where our horses were.
Yeah, so you guys manage to head south. Once you guys are at your horses, starting to mount them up, you hear a commotion near the camp, and you hear some yelling and some screaming, and you hear that they are apparently sending out, like somebody yells out, "Find them!" And you see guards headed from the camp to the tree line.
Can you use prestidigitation to hide the tracks?
Cool.
You can use it to clean things up.
I mean, it would be really slow, but I mean, I guess maybe.
I mean,
like one square at a time kind of thing, because it's a really small thing.
The tracks are a disturbance of the normal order there.
So are you doing that, using prestidigitation?
Prestidigitation.
Prestidigitation. It's a difficult word.
It's long enough to give us a head start, so they can't find our. It cleans things. And our tracks are sullying the pristine forest floor.
I guess you could, but for like really slowly.
Prestidigitation can remove 1 foot cubes of things. I can clean things. Or soil.
Clean the road
things.
of tracks.
Mr. Clean.
Perfect.
Mr. Clean. Yeah.
Yeah, I'll say that you would be able to, if you are constantly casting prestidigitation, to at least mask, not like erase them completely, but at least mask them, make them harder to find.
Well, just cross the river, guys.
There's no river.
There's no goddamn river.
That's a forest.
They really
That's
should.
where the rest of the slaves went, so we probably.
Yeah, so let's go in the direction that the other slaves didn't go.
Yeah. Away from the river.
So you guys jump atop the horses and wade through the. You jump atop the horses and head to the south? Question mark? Back towards where you came?
Yeah.
We probably want to go towards Black Hollow, which would be southeast, I think, from here.
Yeah. This road would take you to Black Hollow, and you would know that. It's just a longer path than through the wilderness, but less dangerous. So you gallop on the road. I'm really tempted to put the galloping sound in motion, but I'm not going to. So you
it's like our
for a
scene
few
transition sound.
minutes. Yeah.
The loading map.
The loading map. So yeah, you guys gallop for a few minutes to the south, and you notice that there aren't any horse riding riders giving chase to you.
Well, that's good.
What about beetle riding horse riders?
No, none of those either. But there is one guy riding a dragon.
Those don't exist.
So yeah, you guys ride for a few minutes until you are fairly certain that you are safe from any would-be trackers and followers. It is currently, I think it was it 10? I think it'd be 11 at about now.
Yeah, can the Scala use channel, please?
Yeah, I can.
Because
did
them
that.
two are at 1 HP, I think.
Yeah. I mean, they.
Yeah.
I mean, we can see them being beat up and in a pretty terrible state.
I don't know, Steve looks the same.
But-
Have you seen your face?
I have not. Mirrors are a foreign thing to me.
Yeah, they probably crack, so...
They're probably foreign because you're afraid of your own reflection.
I like how this forest got a lot more dense.
Yeah, didn't it just?
They're just
room.
all Ents coming to save their tree friends that are on fire.
Yeah,
But
they're
look at-
no, not the
But look at that
forest.
river and the fish in it.
There's no river. It's a lie.
Oh yeah, they'll get rid of my
That's the first
non-lethal.
channel.
Oh boy.
I feel like these trees are growing too close. I can't even see what's happening anymore.
I can only see my character token.
I.
There's a red... You notice a red mist start to envelop you? What? Did you copy the wrong
What?
thing there?
What?
I turned to look at
Wait,
the other
how
screen from
did
my
I do that?
character sheet for
Yeah.
a second, and I looked back and oh my god, what is
You
happening?
copied your script, because it was like, you see a red mist envelop you.
How did I do that? I didn't even have it open. I literally did not have it open. It just... Okay, well that's that's a mystery. Okay.
We're just all going insane from the Chaos Burst.
Oh,
There's
yeah.
red mist
You're all going
everywhere.
insane.
Well,
Yeah, that's
I'm
red
just
mist
glad
everywhere.
that nothing happens to me when they're in the chaos burst.
Yeah, I figured. Man. I was really hoping for something that'd affect you, but that was
I was
also
really
something-
I was hoping for the one that says that my spell book is long overdue at the library. Because how would that even affect me?
It's not going to
Like,
affect you, because your
I just-
spellbook
Yeah,
isn't
but
with you. They still have it.
Yeah.
One day I walk into the library and they're like, "Hey, you need to return that."
Give us that book back. Oh my god.
And you
Or
just
the
get
one-
like a message notification that your book is overdue. You have to pay
like,
2 gold coins for the.
My
You all of a
second
sudden-
favorite.
But
You all of a sudden find a sending stone in your bag, and it just says that. Like, you just pull it up, and all it says is just like, your book is overdue at the library. Give it back.
My second favorite is that your book giggles every time you turn a page.
Pretty good, yeah.
I mean,
It's
my
like the
forever favorite is
Pillsbury
still the one that
Boy.
the caster is afraid of his own name.
Or
Oh, yeah.
or there's the good one where it's like oh god. Some of these were just so fucking priceless. You can instantly count any quantity up to 9,000.
There is literally one that says caster is more susceptible to peer pressure by allies. Like, that's actually one of them. It's fantastic. There's also one about horses. Oh yeah,
That
there are
least
ones
is
that
the
affect there are ones that affect entire races.
Yeah, there's
You
like
will
one where
find-
it says that your horse contracts lycanthropy.
Can you use Chaos Burst every day, please? Do it, please. Pretty please. Oh, Jesus.
Your horse contracts lycanthropy. What?
Oh, God. It's a
The next
grandpa?
lycanthrope to attack you is cured.
That's great. That's also great. Like, finally, my life is back. Thank you. That's fantastic.
It's like, and none of them are obvious. Like, you wouldn't know that effect is on you, right? You just be like going through your day. You're fighting a lycanthrope. All of a sudden, he turns into a human. What?
Yeah, there are literally ones that you don't know that
Until it
will
happens.
affect you. Until all of a sudden it just happens. You're just like, what the happened here?
Or it's
I
like you
don't
lose your
understand.
spell book and then find it in a nearby well. So it's like, one, okay, I lose my spell book, and then it basically says that I end up having to go to a well nearby for whatever. Why the fuck am
Yeah, it's gonna be great. Just use the mechanic more often, and we just get to see these fun things. I look forward to you doing that thing that I just said.
I mean, for the
In-
next 24 hours, there's a 5% chance of it happening again. So
Exactly. Cast spells, please.
that is a thing.
In any case, as you guys are resting up and being healed for 9 damage, thanks to those sweet, sweet channels, you feel yourselves having become more experienced as you level up. I couldn't figure out a better way to say that. To 2nd level.
Woo!
Yeah.
Steve survived.
For now.
Shocked, yeah. I definitely expected somebody to die from the catastrophe that was last session.
I was kind of expecting to be that somebody, to be honest.
Yeah.
I mean,
Well,
we're
I mean,
missing
you're
out
trapped.
of
For
here.
a second, I thought it was gonna be me.
It was, for a second it was gonna be you, yeah, but then, yeah.
I'm gonna throw you off the building. You know what? Fuck it.
I tried my
Off
best to
ramparts
keep
we go.
G's trust and keep her alive like she asked.
I appreciate it.
So that was excellent.
I
I'm
get
curious
nothing.
what sweet...
Are we leveling up right
I'm
now?
curious what... do you want to do that? Do you
I'm
wanna-
just
Yes.
I'm just looking to see what I got. And
Yes,
I literally
yes,
just
to which?
don't.
I would like to do it now.
Okay.
Because then I'm actually a ninja.
Yeah, fair
Instead of just a person with a dagger.
enough. Hey, that dagger's been damn effective so far, so...
I'm a spellcaster. I don't get anything.
Hit points. Do we roll
I get
them?
an extra cantrip.
I'm gonna continue saying that we can either, like, you individually can choose to roll them or not. If you want to roll them and have the possibility of getting high rolls, you can choose to do that, or you can take the average, which is half of the maximum of the dice plus 1.
I'm conflicted. I'm gonna roll it.
Yay!
Yay!
Roll it too.
Wow, that's good.
I finally have a BAB. I can do things.
Oh wait, you didn't.
Nah.
You didn't have a BAB before. Wow, that's painful. So you couldn't move and draw your.
Nah.
Wow, that is brutal.
Nazgul is sad.
Nazgul
Oh
is
man,
still
I
squishy.
gained 2 new spells to put in my spellbook.
You don't have one!
You don't have a spell.
Wait, since you lost your spellbook, does that mean you lose all your spells known?
Can't you? How does that work?
It's all my
That's
spells known are
expensive.
tied to my spellbook.
Could you, like, bank those ones you learned this level until you get a new spellbook?
Basically, still, what's funny is from what I'm reading, I still have all the spells I had prepared.
Can you prepare spells from parchment, or does it have to be a spellbook? Because I know spellbook's like 50 gold.
Can I make a spellbook? Because a spellbook comes with, like, all cantrips, and for me 6 first level spells. Well, that would be like 8.
Well, a
it
spell
comes with, like,
is
all-
1 page per level.
Yes, but that doesn't seem to be anything that says I can't write spells that I have
Because I have 1 sheet of
in
parchment.
my own book.
As far
If you have a
as
sheet of parchment, you can use that to make a spell scroll, but a spell book is a different beast.
actually, a spell book is only 15 GP.
Is it 15? I thought it was 50. Might have been 50 and 3.5.
No,
I think it's 50 for
other...
the travel spell book.
No, it's 50 for the compact spellbook. It's 10 for the travel.
Okay.
A spellbook has 100 pages of parchment. Each spell takes up 1 page per level. Okay. Yeah. So you could copy down a spell that you have onto a page of parchment, and I'll say that if you want to make a new spellbook, you lose all spells that you have not prepared. So you can copy down all of the spells that you now have prepared into your new spellbook. And once you have a spell, like tomorrow, you won't really be able to prepare because you won't have a spellbook. But once you find a spellbook and copy down your spells, you will be able to prepare spells.
I feel like waiting until we're back in town and just trying to like buy a new spellbook. Or maybe they pawned my spellbook and I can find it in a pawn shop. I have 447 gold. I'm gonna like get to town and look for a spellbook.
Also, I think you can learn new spells with like if you buy scrolls and stuff.
Yeah. That's one of the advantages of being an arcanist compared to a sorcerer.
Yeah, and wizard also.
I can learn, prepare, cast a spell. Must have an intelligence score equal to at least 10 plus the spell's level.
So yeah, with your into your new spellbook, you can copy down all of your prepared spells, and then you get to learn 2 new spells because you leveled. So I think that's Kill Touch and Color Spray.
I don't have a book though to do that with. I gotta get
No,
to town
yeah,
first.
you won't be able to do that until you get to town.
So then I basically get the 4 cantrips I had prepared.
Yes.
Wah.
Did you know
I gotta
much?
find. Huh?
Like,
No, I
did you
knew-
know
I
a lot
know
more
one more.
cantrips?
Yeah,
Yeah,
technically,
that's-
yes. A spell book, a normal spell book, comes with all 0 level wizard and sorcerer spells.
Really?
Yeah.
Is that that?
Yep. So I begin play with a spell book containing all 0 level wizard and sorcerer spells plus 3 first level spells of my choice, and then I also
Plus
get
1
to
for each
select-
point of int modifier you have.
Yep. So I started
cool.
off with all 0 level spells and 6 first level spells, although I never selected my other 3 first level spells. So I'm gonna get in the town. I'm gonna like use my 400 gold to try and get myself a spell book.
Yeah, it's not that big a loss.
Maybe-
I think scrolls are pretty cheap. Okay.
Somebody
let's see
might
how
have a
far-
book. Yeah. So.
Yes.
It depends on what's available, really. But
Yeah, exactly. And it may
scrolls
not
aren't
have the
super
same
expensive.
spells. May not have the same spells, but I might be able to. I can copy the ones that I do have prepared down into it, which is fine. And I'm gonna flavor my gaining new spells on leveling up as my person does it before he sleeps. He like studies crap.
Where do you find crap?
But it
this
doesn't
time
have-
of night?
But he doesn't have a spellbook. What can he possibly study?
Magic, dude. Magic is not. You don't need a book to study and practice magic.
You don't need books to study, you loser.
You experiment. That's how you get chaos bursts. Come on, bro.
Oh yeah, roll like no.
We're an arcanist, sir. Come
yeah,
on.
you get to study 5 chaos bursts for
We
studying.
play
5.
with magic and see how close we can come to causing problems.
I'm afraid.
That's terrifying.
It just seems irresponsible. Irresponsibly dangerous.
Welcome to the world
Of wizardry.
the arcanist.
Yeah,
The wizards
basically.
practice a little bit more smart.
Oh well.
Arcanists just sort of throw shit at the wall and see what sticks.
Pretty much, yes.
That is also valid. Oh god, my music is dead. Ah.
Calm down there, sir. Where is
Sir?
the level button? I always forget where everything is on this thing.
Yeah, this is a weird.
These
Wait,
the sheets are
Arcanist
very.
level
I'm very glad I don't have to use the sheets so much because the sheets are overwhelming for me. Like I'm overwhelmed by the amount of information that are on those sheets.
Wait, what? Why did my health only go up by 2? Did it roll? Does it roll? Is that what's happening? Is it not taking
might
it?
auto-
No,
roll.
you need to roll it. It only auto rolls if you select the options in the settings.
The fuck? There is no. Okay, I have a D6 hit die, but wouldn't 3 or 4
don't you
be
have
like?
14 Constitution?
Yeah,
That's gonna be your +2.
that's the +2. Okay, so it's not adding the hit dice. It's
No,
only
it's
adding
adding
my
your con
score,
mod.
right?
I'm even more afraid of Murder Cat now because he can go invisible.
I don't know how to make this thing work. What do I do to
Well,
increase
you,
my...
you really should be afraid of Murder Cat because he's, you know, murderous.
Yes. And a cat.
Okay, let's see.
Oh boy. Here's hoping.
Do I... What do I...
I'm just following rule number 7.
What do I put points into to make my hit points increase? Why do I have to set them out?
You don't need to add in the con. It does it on the sheet
Add
for
it.
you.
2d6? Does that do something? I know it does the con, but
You
Where
still
do
have
I
to roll
add,
the dice. You roll the dice.
Yeah.
do you have to roll dice in Pathfinder?
You can take the
You can
average.
take the average. If you want to take the average, on the top of your sheet, click settings. And then there should be hit points. There should be auto calc HP. Then just set it to 50%.
Ah, okay.
Make sure you tick that first level as max.
Oh, this is genius. It does so many things that I can do. Do I have to hit like recalc or something?
No, that is for
How do
NPC
I-
stuff.
I now have the issue of not understanding how to navigate this silly thing to go back to my character sheet.
Click settings again.
It didn't auto do anything though. It still says 10.
Have you set yourself to level 2?
Arcanist level 2.
Did you select max HP on first?
Yes. Yes, I did.
No, I don't know what your issue is.
Ooh.
I can't look at your sheet, so I can't say.
Get a bonus combat feat.
I'm gonna level down and then level up again and see if now it does it. Wait, now it did nothing. What? No, okay, I got 2. I don't understand. This doesn't make any sense.
I quite like this harp music. It's calming.
Level 2. Yeah. I don't need I don't need health, obviously.
Yeah.
Is there an apply button or something? It just should auto do it, right? Auto calculate HP. 50%. Use max HP for first level hit die. You will calculate. Do it now. Damn it. I mean, I guess I can manually add 3 to the class HP. I guess that works. I do like 2d6. Why did it go down?
Oh my god.
That doesn't make any sense.
Goose, do you want to give me access to a scout sheet so I can fix
Yeah,
it?
I'm gonna do
I
that now.
just died. I literally just brought my health to 0. What is happening? Now I have 7 HP.
Nappas, go fix his things. I've given you access.
I don't understand what's going on.
Close your sheet and I'll fix it.
Okay. My health is dying. I went from 1 health out of 10, and I was like, what if
Why
I
does
had a
your character sheet
28?
look so much different?
I don't know. I don't even know that. Why does? What do you mean?
Maybe
it
he's an
looks
NPC.
different?
No, he's not.
Do I have a different character sheet from everyone else, and I just didn't know it? I don't understand.
I hope not.
It's broken. I'm broken.
Oh.
Like-
I found the reason. You put D in something that only takes numbers. You put D6. You're just meant to put 6.
What?
So now it's fixed. It's done your health for you.
What? Why doesn't this thing come with instructions?
Because it shouldn't need instructions. There's an up and down arrow saying that it's a number.
Yeah.
Woo, I have 13 health. This actually kind of makes me sad because my 5e barbarian just hit 103.
You are a wizard. Harry. So how's everybody doing with the leveling?
I think I got it because I literally get nothing. I get 2 spells, but we need to get a spell book first.
Well, yes.
Why do we keep vanishing?
Because I'm trying to make it say how much ki I have out of what, but I'm only allowed to do one or the other. I can only say how much I have or how much I have in total. I can't do both in the same macro for some reason.
Wait, that's super weird.
What comment feed
What
do
if
I
you
want?
just made it 2 different squares?
There is 2 different squares.
Like where your key is.
Yeah, it just won't let me. It won't let me pull the custom A4 thing. Unless I just make it another thing that's custom. Actually,
Yeah,
I
you
can
do
do
like
that.
Can you do like another key below it? Be like key current and then total below?
That's what I'm doing.
Not on the same line. You know how you have like effect, bonus, and key? What if you had like effect, bonus, key, and then total?
I have no idea what you're saying.
When I'm looking at it, when you hit enter, and it shows vanishing trick, and it says effect, and it has that little square for all the effect, and it has the bonus square,
Yeah.
and it has the key square. Can you add another square below it?
Yes, that's what I'm doing. It's not working.
I don't understand what's wrong. That doesn't make no sense at all.
Coding is fun when nothing works, and you don't know why.
Yeah, I don't know why it works, or I don't know why it doesn't work. Both
Well,
apply.
sometimes you don't know why it works.
That's
That's a
just
very true
programming
statement.
for you. You just do something, it doesn't work, and you have no idea why.
Huh, I clicked something, and now it works.
Yep.
Pretty much.
Okay.
But
My BAB goes to 1.
I'm basically just
My
cheating that
reflex.
because it's not actually calculating it for me, annoyingly.
My will.
I've just put in a number. I have to change the number myself.
Manual work? What is this? The 1820s?
Actually, I can put it in here.
Manuel?
What are we? Farmers?
We are farmers, Buff. I hate myself sometimes.
I hate you all the time, it's fine. Okay, I found a way to finagle it. It's just in a different part of my sheet.
Well done.
You are amazing.
I'm one of those smart people.
You one of them smarty pants.
Well,
So are ya all leveled?
Oh, skill points. I completely forgot about skill points.
Yeah.
I need to improve my jumping so I can do more assassin leaps.
I gotta be more jumpy and stealthy and talky.
No.
Do I have enough wisdom to learn dead hand style? No.
I need to increase my perception because I have stuff in my eyes.
Dang it.
Why did my sheet
Your brain?
change shape? I don't understand.
I don't know why your sheet changed shape. It looks really weird to me.
I don't know where the class thing is anymore.
Neither do I.
Like the points in the class skill. What did I do? I broke
How
What did you do?
everything. I broke everything.
What have you done?
I don't know what I did. I don't know how to get points in my class skills.
Don't ask me.
Favorite class stuff all went poof.
Favorite.
I am broken.
What? What are you doing? What do you mean favored class?
Do you get the extra health and stuff?
Yeah, you just changed the value.
No, that value's gone.
I don't know what to tell you.
It's no longer on the front page, and I don't know where to find it.
You're on your own there.
Wait, what are you looking for?
Favorite class was on the front page at one point. Now it's no longer there. Yeah. That's cool, I guess. Yep. Don't know where it went. Those are buttons. Those are buffs. Those are conditions. Where the fuck? It was right here at the classes and levels. Why is my classes and levels broken? I don't understand at all.
Close down the sheet and refresh.
Closing down the sheet. Opening the sheet. I don't know. I changed something. And I don't know how.
I have no idea what this KRJC0 business is. It never used to show this.
Yeah, I've been wondering about that for the last 1 billion years, because that's been for a while.
Maybe they changed the way these tokens work, because I think that's where it's pulling my token image and it's just separating it out.
That's possible, but I'm still, this is a very old version of power cards. This is I don't know, this is just the link that you gave me, but it's not the up-to-date one, because the up-to-date one is Ugo.
Yeah, that's why I don't use the up-to-date one.
Yeah. Is it not this? I think I found out your problem, Ryan.
What's the
Maybe.
problem? What did I do?
Is it not just this? I just clicked on all.
What did you do, and why is it so much more things on my screen all of a sudden?
Is that not the thing?
I don't know if it's the thing. You just you put everything on a single page somehow, and I don't know how. That was really weird.
But is it showing the thing that you're missing?
The class skill thing? No.
Yeah. Oh, damn it.
I'm looking for the favorite. There was a thing that I could click up and add points to my favorite class, but it's no longer here.
I don't know what you did. It's
I
very
don't know.
weird.
I broke it, apparently,
See here.
while trying to
pages
figure
isn't-
out what
You did a rain.
was
That's what you did.
Yeah, he did a rain.
Use other class features.
Separate classes feature, separate traits, separate
Concentration
auto calculate
check,
HP,
spontaneous
50%.
gassing prepared.
Do not lose depth of 5-footed.
It's gone.
I don't.
I
don't
shall
know what
live
you
with
did.
my transgressions.
Oh yeah, I
feel
can
like
tell
I
if my
might
spells
need-
because I don't have spells.
There we go.
The moment when you're like, I think I might actually need to wipe my character sheet and just
Just start
You want
over. Just like I've fucked it to
Dibs on your stuff.
unfixable degree, and I just need to unfuck it by making a new one.
Well, my level up's done.
Mine's pretty much done. It was just I was using the whole wait, is it that? Maybe. Ah, I fixed it. I figured it out. There's a weird button at the top that you don't click ever.
No, you don't click it ever.
Did you
No,
click the
there's
mode?
Yes, sir.
Oh,
I don't know what that does.
changes the mode.
It puts it in the compact
Fair enough.
mode.
Yeah.
And apparently in compact mode, it hides class skill levels and favored class skill.
You don't need those.
So
Those are
I was
fluff.
going to. I've been using the favored class skill to add the extra point that you told us to add for perception so that it doesn't mess up the calculator.
Wait, you're putting your favored class skill point into your perception?
No. I've been doing this weird because it doesn't have a limit for how many points I can put into that favorite class skill thing. It's just a number. So every level I add 1 for the perception increase so that it doesn't mess up the class skills that I have and count against the actual class skills I get on level. That
Why
makes
don't
sense?
you could just add extra ranks and then just put in your class level. So on this skills page, add that
Yeah.
to the extra ranks and it adds 1 for every level you have, and then you just add that 1 into perception.
I totally could have just done skills per level, huh? Cool. You know, the math works, so yeah. I guess I could just
Is that a spell?
Cool. I think
No.
I'm all leveled up.
into that.
Wait,
and then
is
I
it
could still
rebuke
count.
death
Oh,
something
it doesn't
else?
work. Wait, what the fuck?
What?
I thought rebuke death was something that wasn't healing. Or am I thinking of...
Rebuke Death is one of my domain abilities.
Touch a living creature as a standard action, healing it for 1d4 plus 1.
Sure.
for every
I'll do it that
I was thinking about the normal cleric class ability for undead stuff.
Just turn undead?
Yeah, that's probably it.
That's
Yeah.
I think
That's
that's
the classic
D&D.
anyway.
And it's part of the channeling thing in Pathfinder, I think.
You can do channel positive energy class feature. Oh, is it a feat? Oh, it's a feat. Oh, it's a feat in
No.
Pathfinder. Yeah, at least according to this feat on D20 PFSRD.
Yeah. Turn undead. Because with channeling energy, I can decide to either heal things or hurt things. And I can heal undead things to hurt them. So, I don't know. I'm figuring this out as I go.
You should
That's the
get selective
normal-
channeling.
I suggested
normal
this
Once
is the
I-
theme
Love
Once
level.
I can, I probably will, but I can't yet.
Coffee.
Yeah.
I don't have the charisma for that yet.
Not available.
Just I'm not cute enough to have it yet.
We'll get you a bow.
Aw,
Literally-
that'll help. I'm
The
sure
bow
that'll
of
help.
plus 4 charisma.
But bows make everything cuter. It is not.
nothing.
Aw, Nascally appreciates the bow.
Wait, hold up. Oh man, I don't have any gold anymore, do I?
You had like 440.
Would they have left the gold on him when they captured him?
Yeah, probably.
Oh,
don't
no, they
have
wouldn't
the gold
have.
yet.
Oh no, he has no money. Oh, that's unfortunate.
I think we have enough stuff to sell to get you your book. Because I looted the intern
Well,
Johnny.
The
Let's
book is
go
only
return
15
this
GP.
boy. Let's go return this
Yeah.
boy real quick and see what we get. And then, you know. That's right. I'm at 0. I'm literally at 0.
Then we can recuperate from our losses.
Yeah, let's.
And I have a plan to make my killing easier.
I'm scared.
All I require is
Yeah,
like
I'm-
15 gold or something.
I'm terrified.
This
Okay.
increases my killing potential by 100%.
It is
That's
time
15 gold.
to return a boy to his father.
We gotta. Excuse me, we gotta return a boy. Okay, I guess so.
You're not my daddy.
You're not my dad. Help, help. Oh no.
How many
so-
boys did they kidnap?
How many boys did they take to sell? It's a lot of boys. So you guys travel after waking up from your long rest and preparing spells. For those of you that can do that, you guys travel through the day riding atop your horses until arriving in Black Hollow the following night at about see, you went to sleep at about 11, wake up at 7. 8, another 8 hours, 16, so it's about 4 in the afternoon right now. And you guys are at the gates of Black Hollow, riding through them. And you are now in the middle of town. And you presumably head to the tavern,
Obviously.
where last you found your friend. Well, friend.
The drunk man who told us to look for bottles wielding axes.
Yes. That's definitely what he said and not misinterpretation.
Hey,
I said
again,
that.
Boki asked and he confirmed it.
So yeah, you guys walk into this here. I think it's still. Is it still closed? No, it's not. So you guys walk into this here a tavern, and where once there was a jovial atmosphere is now replaced by a tense atmosphere, as the people you saw barging into the tavern on your last night here are sitting at the main table, and the few patrons that are in here are being completely still, either too afraid to speak up or simply have other reasons to be silent. But you do see your old friend Crowley Denholm sitting at the end of the bar where he last was, drowning his sorrows in alcohol.
To Crowley.
Crowley Denholm.
We shall take the stickman boy to him.
You take. No, wait, where's the boy?
You didn't move his token over, so I made stickman.
I forgot the
He's a
boy.
very big boy.
I lost the boy.
He has very
He's a
tiny
tall boy.
legs.
I abandoned my boy.
He's a tall boy with tiny legs.
Yes.
So you bring tiny leg tall boy to Crowley. And he goes, oh, I'm so glad. I was so worried about your safety, son. And he scoops him up in his arms and kind of.
You're not
hugs
my
him.
real dad.
You're not my real
Yeah,
dad.
how's the boy reacting to this?
He doesn't look entirely surprised at his father's drunken
Current
state, and
state.
and he just goes, "I'm so glad to be back, Dad." And he goes, and then he starts saying, "This is like the," and Crowley goes, "But this is all right. This is fine. You're back with Papa now. We're gonna be great." And did you find the bottles? Looking towards you guys.
Yes.
The bottles are all smashed.
That's very good. Here's the rest of your payment, as promised, for getting me my little baby boy back. And he hands you a pouch of 120 gold pieces.
So this is a setting where gold pieces are vastly more valuable than I thought, right?
I don't know what you thought.
No?
So, but gold pieces are worth, like the
average person
I think
makes
it's like-
5 gold a week.
yeah,
Right.
it's like a gold a day is a pretty good wage. Like you're like middle to upper class if you're getting a gold a day. So like 30 gold pieces, you could say that's like a 2 months wage for this fellow. No, more,
Well.
like 4 months.
He gave us like 30 each, so that's even more. So
Yeah,
almost a
like
year.
4 months of wage. No, if we're assuming he's getting like 30 a day, 30 a month, then like it's about half a year in total, approximately. So a lot of gold relative to this guy. And he just kind of hugs his son, and the son goes like, "Dad, can we get out of here?" And the dad says, "Don't worry, son. We're just gonna stay a little longer, and then we'll go back home. It's all gonna be good."
I'm
Bye.
gonna give the bartender a gold piece to pay for the guy's tab.
The barkeep goes, "That's very generous of you, lad. But he's gathered up quite a bit bigger tab than you might expect. Gold piece is not entirely enough to cover that, if you know what I mean."
2 gold pieces.
"I'll take them, and it'll pay
Question
for his drinks today. But it'll be a while paying off the tab he scoured up here."
How much money does he owe?
I probably shouldn't say, but somewhere around maybe 40 gold pieces. He's and he spent even more. That's only what he owes. He's a regular, and one could say he's keeping us afloat, especially through. And he kind of glances towards the gentleman sitting at the long table over here. And he goes, "Especially through current times."
Well, I will happily pay for his drinks today, but the remainder are his own responsibility.
Ah, that's true. But I'm sure he appreciates it, and I definitely do. Here, have one on the house. And he hands you a mug of ale.
I appreciate it.
So what do you guys want to do?
Sell some things.
Could we go return the horses?
Return the horses, sell some things. Get that dagger back.
If I had my 400 gold.
Hey, at least you spent some of your money to buy these, to rent these horses for us.
Exactly.
You practically didn't lose anything if you lost it all.
You guys had the horses rented for 2 days, but I think you guys were 3 days out, right?
I thought we did it for free because it was 1.5 days there or something.
No, you only paid 30.
Yeah,
It
we
was
rented them for
7.5.
2 days. I remember that much.
Yeah.
Alright.
And it took
absolutely.
longer with the
And-
detour to save our friend and the kid.
Okay.
I think, yeah.
So you're 1 extra day out. Okay, so I'm just gonna do a little thing. Okay. So you guys head back to the stables with the horses in tow, and they're all in fine condition. And the man goes, "That's all fine and well. You've brought my horses back. There's your dagger, kept in fine, pristine condition, as agreed upon. But there is the matter of the payment. You rented the horses for 2 days, and you've been 3 days away. So I reckon you owe me 15 gold pieces. Make that 20 with a bit of interest." And he kind of just puts his hand out expectantly. Expectantly.
I'll pay for the
Okay.
remainder.
Thank you very much. Have a nice day. And he leads the horses into the stable and goes about his business.
And if
Thought
people
we were
don't want to
seconds.
keep any of that loot, that there is it all for the base price, and then what we've been selling it for at half.
Wait, what?
The loot from Johnny, that's what Johnny had. And if we want to sell all that, that's how much we get. So if you want to have any of that for yourself, say now, or we'll just split the money.
Good. I'm in the ballpark of needing money at the moment.
Oh yeah, you are also still, both of you are still wearing your rags.
Exactly.
Alright, I guess I can get some,
I need
Do
basic adventure.
you want the studded leather armor?
yeah, probably just leather armor.
There's the studded leather that the Johnny had. If you want that.
With my 30 or 28 gold pieces.
Did you want to have the study leather from the loot?
You could just you could just keep the studded leather so you don't have to buy a new one.
Yeah, that works.
Okay,
Just
let me do
the-
some rechanging of that then.
Are you sure you guys don't want to sell that studded leather and then buy it back for a double the price?
My poor missing chain shirt.
It's a hard knock life.
Set on equipment page. Okay, let's find.
So it'd be 13 gold each instead of 16.
Silver pieces is the gold. 10.
10. It's 10 for 10 for 10 for 10.
So then 25 copper is 0.25 gold. I just mathed the shit out of that.
You can clear the loot page, Goose, because we can't edit.
Oh yeah. What? What? Oh, that's not good. Well, I'm gonna change that so that you can edit. But I should probably. Well, okay, maybe I won't do that. I've got a feeling maybe one day I'll wake up, see the loot page, and it's filled with dragon onyxes, dragon hearts.
I mean, I am twitching, so if I do anything to it, you'll see.
Keeps you honest. Yeah, I'll edit it. I mean, let it be edited.
I'll re-buy my oil. I don't know how much I would have used to burn the tree.
All of it.
Okay, so it's only silver then. Never know when it come in handy, like when it did then.
Like when you wanted to burn a tree. It came in handy then.
Would I be able to buy a star knife? It
I'm so
is
poor.
a normal weapon. It is martial.
It's a normal weapon, then yeah, you can find it.
Yay! I can now stealth kill things easier.
I mean, no, you can't.
It's too late now!
Damn it!
I'm gonna buy more ammo for my crossbow.
Turns out star knives are actually made of stars in this campaign. Ooh.
I think there are actually weapons made out of meteorite. But they're more like artifact stuff.
Yeah, they're not. It's not going to be like old Joe the blacksmith. Black the Smith isn't going to have one lying around in his Gnome Depot shop.
Black the Smith.
He's a blacksmith.
There are also whitesmiths.
Isn't? Oh.
Whitesmiths work with tin.
Yep. With less
Oh, wow.
metals.
Yeah, that's literally... Wow, okay. Or a polisher or finisher of metal goods.
Tin is white metal.
I don't know the difference between black... Yeah,
You don't know the difference between black and white?
I was yeah, I don't see color.
Don't see race.
I don't see race.
Black and white aren't colors, though.
One's the absence and one's everything.
Yeah, they're the absence of color.
Yep. Absence or abundance.
Yeah, okay. A blacksmith is just somebody who used, like, okay. The blacksmith is such a better word than whitesmith, in my opinion.
It's because it's more commonly used.
I mean, yeah.
And it is technically better because they work with better metals.
Okay, yeah, that's fair.
But basically, the reason I wanted the Star Knife is because it has a ×3 crit, and I can use it with my deadly sneak attack. So more damage for the fort save. Did Steve need to buy any other gear back, or was it just the armor you needed?
Pretty much
He needs
just
new fists.
Yeah, I need replacement fists.
Are you joking or not?
I'm joking.
Could be. What about, like, you're a mutagenic brawler, right? Like, what about the drinks, the cold brew coffee and stuff? Like, you have to get new...
His mutagens he just makes from his class.
Yeah.
Does he still need material for it?
There's no mention of having to have a alchemist kit or anything for it. Just
he just makes them.
Okay, just take it out and then drink it again.
Yeah.
I'm just imagining he just secretes it into a cup from like his sweat glands and just downs it.
I mean, it's similar to some golems have infinite bombs, but it never says where the bombs come from. They just have an infinite amount.
They have hammer space technology.
Yeah. What else did Aaron, Aaron, because it's the same bloody name in your surname. What gear does Aaron need?
So I need to find an Arcanist kit.
Arcanist?
An Arcanist?
Arcanist kit. I have no idea where you would find that, even as a player.
Literally never heard of that.
It's
Probably
just
same place where I got my cleric's kit. It's just in
it's just
equipment. It's
yeah.
it's
like
a backpack, a
backpack,
bedroll, a belt pouch, a flint and steel.
Oh, it's just your starter thing.
yeah.
Yeah. Mess kits, a spell component pouch, which is probably the most important
Books,
part out of this.
keys, tools.
Yeah.
Yeah, you
There you
can
go.
find the spell component couch, and you can find like a. Oh, it doesn't include a spell book, but yeah, you can find this. This is just a. This is just a, a ready to use kit, and you can find that in like, I don't know. There's a Walmart. You find a Walmart, and you just get it.
I'd assume there'd be like places for magic.
You find a fantasy
stuff.
Costco, and it gives you everything you need. Makes all your dreams come
I can't
true.
find where it like lists like actual prices for like beginner spell books anywhere.
It's
These are
15
stuff like that.
gold pieces for a spellbook.
Where do you find this?
I just googled Pathfinder spellbook and it came up.
Oh, well, it's not on the book archives of Nethys.
Paper.
probably
There you
Books
go.
and ceramics books, paper, writing supplies.
Yeah.
Apparently.
Spellbook,
Spellbook.
15 gold pieces. Spellbook compact, 50.
Yeah, so there's a compact, a
Battle
travel,
traveling 10.
and a normal. Oh, you can get a hollow book. You can get an obsession log.
You could, what?
What?
I was gonna say you could hide a spellbook inside another book, but what? What?
You put a flask of alcohol in there.
Gnomes use these small books to record information about their obsessions.
Seems
Okay.
healthy.
Oh yeah, right.
Gnomes are totally healthy individuals.
Yeah, that's some. Yeah, okay, that's some stuff. That's
Okay.
What the shit?
Personally, I want to look around and see if I can find a spellbook that might have a little more than just blank pages.
So you're.
I'm price shopping right now. I'm not,
You're looking
not
for a
actually
used
getting
book, are you?
Yeah, you're looking
Yeah.
for use.
I mean, I'll lend you the gold you need for a spellbook. I'm not really using my money for anything. It's just weighing me down at this point.
There seems to be a running theme with you, G.
It's just I have
I
so
am
much
terrible
money.
with
It's
fantasy
just
money.
weighing me down.
Like, it's not a joke. I'm honestly terrible with fantasy money. I never know what to use my gold.
I mean,
So
I
I
know
just
what to
end up-
use it on.
I just
I mean-
end up hoarding so much money.
I love
I would
love
totally
the
settle for like a traveling spellbook.
You should get
I
two
think
spellbooks. One spellbook
didn't-
you take with you, one spellbook you hide in your inner room, in case
I'm
you
act-
lose the first one.
I'm actually tempted to get like tattoos of like pages in my spellbook.
Can you do that? That's cool.
I'm a cheering for the spellbook.
Well, you know that's a perfectly reasonable reaction for having the traumatic experience of having lost your spellbook.
I mean, it's relatively reasonable
And it is a pretty traumatic experience
for an arcanist.
for any caster.
If you need the money, we can sell the silver ring and the dagger. Because we need to outfit again.
I'm door shopping first. Window shopping, I guess. Looking around.
Door shopping.
If you need
Window
the gold,
shopping
just
is what I
say it.
meant to
I'm
say,
happy to
sir.
pay. I'm happy to lend you some.
Oh, thanks, guys. Cheers up a little.
So what is it that you're looking for? You're specifically looking for a spellbook with spells in them?
Correct. Not
Okay,
anything
so
crazy. Mostly cantrips and maybe a couple first level spells.
Okay. So you head into a magic shop called Thorbid's Flames, and a lizard folk person with a pointy hat and a starry robe is manning the counter. And they speak up to you as you enter. Welcome to Thorbid's Flames. How may I assist you?
You wouldn't happen to have any spellbooks lying around, would you?
Of course, spellbooks are our trade. I deal in them, used or unused. But a used one will cost a bit extra.
Tesco,
Anyway,
we give you extra.
What used spellbooks do you have available?
Well, this one belonged to a sorcerer who died an untimely demise in the forest to the north. His spellbook was recovered. I mean, wizard, not sorcerer. It's a slip of the tongue, as lizard folk are used to. But, yes, his spellbook was recovered, and it turned out that he had, quite a few spells of the novice nature. And then, of course, we have a few, a bit more advanced. But I sense you are perhaps not quite prepared for the power they hold.
Would I be able to take a glance at the novice spellbook?
Yes. It holds the spells Magic Missile, Grease, and Charm Person. And it has also all the cantrips.
How much for this one?
It will be 35 gold pieces.
Oh, sick. I actually have 35 gold. I will hand him 35. I'm like wearing. This man just walks in wearing rags.
You're literally wearing rags.
And I
Oh,
just
God.
hand him 35 gold.
It seems your priorities are definitely that of a caster. Good luck to you. he says as he takes the 35 gold and hands you the book.
That's actually perfect. Because it gets me Charm Person, which was in my spellbook, and I hadn't prepared it. So I get that back. Then I get Magic Missile. And I get Grease, which is something that I was going to put in my spellbook anyway.
Woo!
As long as you have the ability to make people go asleep.
And then I can copy Chill Touch and Color Spray in, because I still have those prepped. And then I'm good.
And then you'll get 2 new. Well, you also get 2 new because of your level.
Yep.
But yeah.
I like it. I like it a lot.
Reconstituted.
Now I'll just need to figure out clothes.
Priorities.
Just wear a loincloth. Be a wild wizard of the West.
Yeah, be a drifter.
Oh, before I leave the shop, I'll ask if he happens to have any spell component pouches.
Why, of course. Wouldn't be much of a magic shop without one of those. Or multiple in my case. And he opens up a cupboard behind him.
How much are those actually supposed to be worth? I don't even know.
They're worth whatever your mind wishes. Or whatever it says in
One
the book.
copper.
One copper? Oh.
1 copper.
Yeah. It's literally a bunch of... Yeah. It's literally a bunch of random junk.
It is.
5 gold pieces.
5
please.
gold pieces. It's 5 gold pieces.
How about... Because I didn't try and bring it down on the book, I give you 3 gold pieces.
Well, normally, I wouldn't go down on my prices. I'm quite against that, but you do seem so down on your luck. So he pity sells you the component pouch and takes your 3 gold.
Perfect. Okay. The least professional looking spellcaster in the game.
Wild wizard of the West.
You have a pouch, a book, and rags, and that's it.
Literally all I need to cast spells, so I'm good.
It's perfect.
It's
Wow.
perfect. It's flawless.
Like, you don't even have a belt to carry the pouch, you just have the pouch. And the book in like your armpit.
And was this a full-size spellbook, not like a compact spellbook?
You should get an extra spellbook to make a secondary copy of your existing spellbook.
I do not have money for a second spellbook. I have
Gee,
5 gold.
Nascalia's kind of offered to
Yeah,
cover you for that.
Nascali said that he'd be happy to lend you some money if you need any.
Are you all following me around?
A very reasonable
Probably
rent,
not, like,
please.
for, you said you went window shopping, so I just kind of
That's fine.
waiting somewhere.
I might come back.
Kind
Is
of
there-
nervous to just wander around town as a goblin.
Yeah, is there a clothing shop nearby?
Yes, there would be.
I will, in fact, find and buy myself a small sickle.
I would like to enter said clothing shop. I'm looking for just a basic traveler's outfit.
Yeah, you easily enter a clothing shop and find a basic traveler's outfit.
1 gold piece.
Ding!
Bing! Okay.
So you hand the man the gold piece and you get a traveler's outfit.
Do they have a changing room?
Sure.
I will leave the shop in the traveler's outfit.
Okay. Leaving the rags behind.
That's right. I should go buy myself some clothes, huh?
So I have a basic
If
set
you
of
want to
boots,
be like, it's
breeches,
just
a
a-
sturdy belt, a shirt with a vest, and an ample cloak with a hood. That's what I'm
Unless
going to
Steve wants to just go around in nothing but probably very uncomfortable feeling studded leather armor.
Yeah, the leather armor is pretty ill-fitting for
It's
Steve.
gonna
It's
shave a lot.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Steve's gonna stop by the
tricky.
clothing store and get himself an explorer's outfit.
Indubitably, and you find that at the same clothing store. And hand the man the gold. And
10
you
whole
get
gold
your
pieces. Don't spend it all in one place, chum.
I won't. Don't worry about that.
So I'm down one spell. That's it. Out of that whole adventure, I lost a single first level spell.
It's a hard knock life.
And 445 gold.
Yeah, 445 gold.
I could have bought one of those.
I
nicer
lost 300 gold out of that.
I could be wearing a fancy outfit right now.
You could be eating a king's bounty, but you know you're not.
I need to come up with a tricky, like, ploy to con some people out of money.
Suppose I should buy like a backpack.
We could also just go on those bounties.
Yeah, we probably should do that.
I have a 9 in bluff and a really high intelligence score. I can
We
totally pull that.
we should go build up our legend and then return to the castle to kick some asses. And,
Legend of the
take
Night
some
Mites?
names. Or the legend of the Northern Saber Cats.
All the Saber Cats or the Night Mites. That is the pun.
Oh, okay.
It's kind of like bed bugs go bite you in the night, and then there's like night mites. Just wake up dead.
Sounds good to me.
But spelt like might as in power rather than insect.
Yes. Because you know the.
We're mighty because of Steve.
Yeah, it's not especially intimidating.
Even though he was in a cage. We won't mention that when people talk about our legend.
The legend of the slaves. Oh, that's not good.
Well, only half of us are slaves.
Well, yeah, and temporarily, very temporarily.
Very
Well,
temporary.
half of us have no monetary value, right?
Yeah, literally negative net worth currently. Oof, it's a hard knock life. So
It's a hard knock.
what's the plan for the night mites? It's currently 5 p.m. in the afternoon.
Let's get a tavern rooms for the night.
Excellent. Just heading back to the same old tavern?
I'm already bathing there.
Taverns.
Yeah, probably there, because
Fair.
bartender
enough.
knows us and all that, so.
Yeah, but there's also those creepy elf guys there. So are there any other taverns in town we could go to that might not be so hostile?
That are not so hostile. Yes, there is one, but it's quite fancy and therefore a bit expensive. There is also a tavern called Sleazy's Pub and Stable.
Let's not go there.
Although,
Okay, back to the same one we're at
honestly,
before.
okay.
You don't like sleazies?
Hey, come on. You want to go to Sleazy's?
No.
No. Poor Sleazy. He only wants to help people.
Yeah, well, yeah. Sleazy
Should
should
have
have
heard it.
done better marketing.
Yeah, well, yeah. Yeah, the marketing budget for Sleazy's is it's in the negatives. So you guys head back to the tavern. As you are...
If Sleazy had any sort of marketing budget, he would have had market research done to show that naming your tavern Sleazy's does not attract customers.
Yeah, I mean, yeah. But he's a proud man, Sleazy is, and he wants his name on the billboard. Who can blame him? Who doesn't want fame, fortune, glory, and your weird name on a billboard?
Yeah.
As you guys are walking through the tavern and talking to the innkeep about renting your rooms, you do note that the guys who were the three creepy guys basically have out a bunch of maps and papers and have like seem to be planning something. So that's what they're doing. And you guys head in for the night. It is 5 p.m. So you guys are just gonna turn in early.
Yes.
Yes.
It has been a very long day.
It has been a very long.
We've also been
Yeah.
doing stuff at nighttime.
Yeah, also
Yeah.
that. So you guys turn in for the night. awakening at, what is it, 5? What, like 3 a.m.?
Awakening at dawn.
3 a.m.?
Is that when the sun rises?
No, it rises at about 5 a.m. Or 6 a.m. I don't know when the sun rises.
Depend on the season.
Yeah. It's,
the hemisphere.
It's like almost, summer is almost over, so probably rise pretty early. Let's say 6 a.m. So you guys awaken at 6 a.m. after 11 hours of sleep and prepare your spells.
Ooh, I learned new spells.
Fill my flask with magic mojo secretions.
My person spent
your
part
good
of the
juice?
night trying to study up on magic.
I'll be back in a minute. I'm just gonna grab some more coffee.
Okay.
I am going to learn mage armor.
It's a wise choice.
What were Nascali's new spells?
I mean, I have the same spells. I have just more than I had before. Because
And
of
then I'm also
spells
going-
prepared. I have every single cleric spell at my disposal if I just know to prepare it.
Are there any sleeping spells at first level?
There aren't sleeping dissing, but I can make someone blind for 1 round. I can make 2 people blind for 1 round each.
That does help.
Hopefully. The problem is, it is a touch spell.
Ah, that doesn't help. Hopefully your concentration's
It
high.
helps.
Well, actually, if it's a touch spell, you could just cast it, have it charged in your hand, and then use your next turn to do it.
I just have to kind of cast it, and then I can make a touch attack, I think.
For touch spells, you cast it and then you can do it immediately, or you can have it charged in your hand indefinitely until you cast a spell or use that on someone. So you can cast it on your hand outside of battle, and then just do it.
Well,
which won't provoke.
There is a touch of blindness. Specifically said something about that, but it casts for 1 round per level. See text. The touch from your hand, which is engulfed in darkness, disrupts the creature wizards. Blah blah blah. Each touch causes the target to become blinded for 1 round unless it makes a successful save. You can use this melee touch attack up to 1 time per caster level. Any touch attack not used after 1 round per caster level is lost.
Oh, if it's a several touch, then no, you can't charge it like I just said.
Yeah, no.
It's only single touch things that can do that. Like Shock and Grasp.
That's the thing, like, I can cast it, and then I think I have, after that, 2 rounds to make, like, 2 touch attacks to blind 2 different creatures. Or the same creature twice, I guess.
Also, how does
Creature or
that
creatures
with,
touch
like,
up to 1 per level.
with like shocking grasp, like if you have it in your hand and you make a touch attack and you miss, do you lose the spell?
No, you only lose the spell once it's made contact, or if it's a timed thing like that, the time goes out.
Okay, I was just wondering.
It works with any other single touch spell. You just charge it in your hand and it's there until you use it or you cast another spell.
That's cool.
I also added Iron Beard to my list. Because it sounds like fun.
Iron Brew?
Iron Beard.
Oh, okay.
Target gains a brain of cold iron that increases AC and can be used to attack enemies.
Alright. Definitely not Iron Brew.
Sounds like... No. Iron Beard.
Can we roll knowledge about the owl bear before finding it? Since we know what it is.
Sorry?
Can we roll knowledge about the owl bear?
Yes, you would be able to do that.
What is the knowledge, please?
I'm checking it out. It is going to be this boy. That's going to be an Arcana. This is not... This is 5... This is 5th edition. Okay.
Alright, I'm back.
Please don't set us up against a 5th edition monster.
No. I've made sure of that. No, it is Arcana. It does say Arcana. So it's Knowledge Arcana?
What, it's a magical beast?
Yes. Yeah, it's a magical beast.
Yeah, Arcana. I don't have that. Somebody else have to do that.
I was
I
like,
can do that.
oh.
I can
thought
give you a
these-
+1 to that skill check.
And general
Cool.
disease check
Here.
is-
Oh, we're looking at arcane creatures.
Yeah, the owl bear.
wow,
Why
holy
did it do that?
cow.
Why did it do that?
Okay. Useful information for 5 points. So
My
you
person
get
studies a lot of books when it
1,
comes to magic. So.
2, 3. You get 3
Oh,
pieces.
I've
I've got dungeoneering and local.
You only just realised what you have.
You get.
Well,
uh,
the knowledges thing was collapsed, so I didn't really recall that I had anything for knowledges.
Owl bear. Boo, boo, boo. Where's my little boy? Where's my little
Is
boy
there-
owl bear?
Concentration in Pathfinder
Yes.
There it
What?
is.
dictates it. Does it state on the spell if it's concentration?
Yes, it will.
Yes.
But you'll also need
Uh,
concentration if you're casting defensively.
So, what pieces of information are you looking to gain about these owl bears?
Can we get the hit die to see if Aaron's colour
Oh,
spray
there
will
are-
affect it?
Sorry, actually, there are.
Yeah, which spells can I use against it? Can colors? Would it
No,
be
this is
affected
lore.
by
This
color
is
spray?
Oh,
This is
it
just
says.
lore.
Oh, okay. It says a bunch of cool stuff here. This bear-like creature. This bear-like creature with a head like an owl and feathers covering its entire body is in fact the vicious owl bear. This check reveals all magical beast traits. Okay. It has 5 hit die. I'll tell you that. It has dark vision, low light vision, proficient with natural weapons only, proficient with no armor. They breathe, eat, and sleep. And they have 5 hit. This one has 5 hit. Or the owlbear usually has 5 hit die. The owlbear attacks its prey with its deadly claws, latching onto an opponent. They then bite and claw until the victim falls dead and is devoured. Owlbears attack any prey on sight and consider anything larger than a mouse prey. Owlbears. Yeah, okay. I'll give you.
Wait, if
Okay,
it considers anything larger than a mouse prey, does that mean it counts the Tarask as prey?
It would, yes. It's not. It's, I'm gonna be
Owlbears are not
honest.
known for their intelligence.
No, they're not. They are not known for their intelligence. Hoo boy. One more piece of useful information. What do you want to know?
Weaknesses?
None. Weapons and stuff.
Well, that's good to know.
It has a low will save.
Oh, okay.
So
Uh,
since it has 5 hit die, your colour spray won't work, will it?
color spray will stun it for 1 round.
That's still pretty good.
So the same as days.
No, I think days can't affect
Daze
anything
is
above
not-
a certain hit die.
A
think-
day's subject is not stunned,
No, and days
and it's
also.
4 or fewer hit dice.
Yeah,
Ah,
so it wouldn't touch the owlbear.
And days only works on humanoid creatures.
Was owlbear medium or large?
Large.
I think they're medium. Oh, large.
Oh boy. Okay.
Oh. So debating on the last.
the last whoa. What's the last whoa?
Last. The last spell I'm gonna take. Trying to decide what I want.
You should also peruse the selection of spells that they have on scrolls here. And so even if you don't use them as scrolls, spell scrolls, you can use them as to add to your book because you're an arcanist.
That is true.
Take up Nescali on her very generous terms for a loan.
Oh, well, then I will, I guess, return to the magic shop, looking a little better than I did yesterday.
How fancy.
You could cause fear, Muscali. So it's 5 hit die.
Hmm.
So becomes frightened for
So,
1d4 rounds, and if they save, it's shaken for 1. What does frightened do?
close figure. There you go. I was looking at defensive stuff.
I mean, that is defensive. It's making them run away.
Ah,
Yeah.
yeah, true.
It doesn't get much more defensive than that, you know.
It's also probably faster than any of us, so it's just gonna run away. But there's also the chance to make it just shaken.
You can give it the Doom status, make it harder to hit us. Even though that's still shaken, but for longer than just 1.
Here. Yeah, I'm gonna prepare a large person.
Please feel
Because
free to enlarge
color-
Steve.
Color spray isn't gonna be nearly as effective. But Big Steve against Big Bear sounds like a good idea.
What is your fist damage? Is it D12?
It's D6 upgrades to D8 when I'm large.
I swear you were doing D12s earlier.
No.
You also get a +2 size bonus to strength.
Yeah.
And then
But
you
minus
have
one
a
AC.
10-foot reach. Yeah, but you have a 10-foot reach.
Yeah, it would have been fantastic if I was doing D12s, but I'm only doing D6s. But it's D6 plus 6 when I'm mutagen activated.
Then that would be, what, D8 plus 6?
D8 plus 7, I think.
Yeah.
Well, your strength would increase by 4.
Oh, by 4, so D8
Goes by
plus 8.
2, no. No. Enlarged person increases your strength by 2.
Okay, so D8 plus 7 then.
Yeah.
Well, that's still pretty respectable for my fists.
Yep. Okay. There you go. I have all the spells in my spell book that I have. The problem is I have to prepare chill touch because of my
Yeah.
Twilight Sage thing, sadly. It's depressing.
Well, you know, suck more souls. Take advantage of your Twilight Sage thing.
I'm going to. Yes, I haven't had the opportunity to really consume somebody's and it's life force, not their soul. Calm down.
Yeah.
I consume the life energy of a helpless living creature and kill it. So I wrest
sucking their soul
soul.
sounds much more
I wrest
intimidating.
their soul from life to death.
Oh,
That's how
maybe
it
I
is.
should.
So I
should
grant
start-
an unconscious creature death.
Oh, okay.
Dude, that's
I
the
should
outback.
start. I should start playing the doing the guys go unconscious when they go to minus. I've just been playing it like Zero's instant death because
Yeah,
I'm used
if
to
they
that.
have 2 or more hit dice and they're below 0 hit points, I can basically make them pass to the world of the dead and gain 2 points to Arcane Reservoir.
Okay. I'll start to have it so that they don't just.
That's only if they have 2 or more hit dice.
Uh-huh.
So I think you could prepare grease, and now that you have magic missile and the Scully has a bow, you could probably use grease and then hit it from afar until it attacks.
So then
Does grease
it's
still catch on fire? I thought they changed it.
It should do. If we want to make some more forest fires.
Oh my God, this
I-
fucking this. Shouldn't you be called just like the
I can
forest
prepare
fire
spark.
bunch?
We probably should be, but that's a bit on the nose, don't you think?
So what I was gonna say is I can either prepare grease or I can prepare enlarged person.
If you want to
These
light
are
stuff
your
on
choices.
fire, I can just prepare a spark.
It doesn't actually say anything about lighting it on fire.
It doesn't say anything about doing it or doing not, but it's grease. It's normally flammable.
Depends on the type of grease, though.
It's flammable. Don't say anything.
It is magical grease.
There you go, even more flammable. Makes explosions.
Here we go.
It's explosive grease.
The rules as written don't allow for the possibility. The term grease covers a variety of substances, some of which don't burn easily, and then regardless, there is every reason to think that magically created grease is not literally the same substance as any mundane grease, and therefore would not share the properties not listed in the grease spell description. So yeah, no fire for the grease.
Sad face.
Okay, so
Or at the very
I'm-
least, you would have to spend another first level spell slot. That is a fire spell to light it on fire. In that case, I would allow it.
I don't have any fire spells.
Yeah. Well, yes.
Okay, so I am going to maybe take Niscali up on her offer, and I would like to return to the magic shop. My bad.
How much do you need?
I don't know.
Okay. So I guess I just come in as a wallet.
Yeah, maybe Niscali should accompany you.
Yeah.
Yes. I would
Yeah, sure.
wish
I'll
to
be there.
see if there are any spell scrolls in that magic shop.
And maybe Niscali will find some spell scrolls she can use. Each goblin can use.
Like clerics don't use scrolls.
Anyone
you
can
can.
use a spell scroll, though.
I mean, yeah, okay. I made
you're
some things up, yeah.
You're looking for a first level spell scroll, presumably.
Yeah, first level.
What spell are you looking for?
I don't know.
Okay. That's good. Yeah, that you don't know.
What
Anything
first
use.
level divine spell scrolls do they
Shield?
have?
Shield would be a good spell.
Oh, you're looking for divine spell scrolls.
I'm looking for divine, he's looking for arcane.
Ooh. They're definitely going to have less divine in this city. But they're definitely going to have some.
This is a city that needs some Jesus.
Yes. Essentially.
You all need the holy word of Arcanth.
Yeah. Yeah.
Let me tell you the glory of Arcanth.
Praise me! Praise me! Oh boy.
Arcanth is the savior of all of us.
I'm gonna heal you, and you're gonna stand up from this here ground. Can I get an amen? Amen! It's gonna be great. I'm looking forward to it. It's gonna be great.
Nazca is the best preacher around.
Oh, God.
So there is there's a possibility that they have whatever spell scroll you are looking for. To Niscali, but it is very likely that they have whatever you are looking for. Aaron.
Aaron can go first if you have any ideas.
I'm really confused. Hey, someone explain Arcane Pocket to me and why it has a duration when it sounds like from the description that it doesn't.
Wait, what?
There's a
Grants
first level
you
spell.
a plus. Okay, you conjure an
It's a
extra
bag of
dimensional space.
holding.
It acts as a bag of holding, except it can only hold 10 pounds per casting level, so 20 pounds. Regardless of what's placed inside the pocket, it weighs 10 pounds. It can't be overloaded or ruptured. Any additional material, blah blah blah.
It's a temporary bag of holding that gives you a sleight of hand check.
Yeah, it's just a temporary bag of holding. And once the duration runs out, it just spews the crap out of the bag.
Yep.
So...
But how it reads is weird. The pocket becomes non-magical, spilling all of its contents on the ground unharmed if it leaves your possession. But then it has a 1 hour duration.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's
Whichever
it says,
comes
if it
first.
leaves your possession, you create a new pocket, or it runs out of duration. Whichever comes first.
Yeah, basically.
Got it.
But perhaps more importantly for NPCs at least, it's functional for making smaller bags of holding.
Well,
Once
needless to
you
say,
learn the appropriate feats.
something like the spell Shield would be a beneficial spell to get our hands on.
Yeah, you find a scroll of shield.
How much would this go for?
It is 25 gold pieces.
Debating on if I can haggle.
You normally can't. You can only really haggle for treasures.
Yeah.
Like, the way that I am going to want to run haggling in this game is that if the proprietor of the store has a reason to give you a better price, then they might do that. But if you just go like, hey, can I get a better price because I want a better price? Then they're not gonna say yeah. But if you go like, hey, can I get a better price? I saved your fucking store back when like the Tarrasque ate your mom. And then they're gonna be like, yeah, you can get all of this cool stuff for way.
Can I get a better price because I'm handsome and charming?
Oh, you need to roll a blood for that.
Yeah, you need to roll blood for that.
Oh.
Choose a
Then
better
could we
picture.
do that, like, say that roll diplomacy and, like, the character comes with a good reason if the player doesn't?
You have to give a good reason beyond like I want a better price. Like
Sure.
it can't just be like I want a better price. Can I just like roll for it? Like just say like can I get a better price because of X? And like if you have a valid reason, then you can roll for it. And if you have a very valid reason, you don't even have to roll for it. You just roll for how much off you get.
That was kind of sad.
Yeah, we get a better price because we're probably gonna be returning customers.
Yeah, that's not really.
You give a better price to everyone in that
like,
case.
Yeah, but if you go like,
yeah.
can I get a better price? Like I've bought like everything I've ever bought from you specifically for like the last 10 years, and you've gained like 10,000 gold from me. Then yeah, he'll probably give you a better price. But like you have to prove that you're a returning customer. They don't just like go like, well, you might be a returning customer. I better give you free things.
But of course.
I like that idea though. Oh shit! I gotta sneeze.
So what are you guys
Bless
gonna buy?
Preemptively bless you.
I'm thinking I don't actually need that scroll right now
Okay,
because I can't really prepare it anyway.
fair enough. Fair enough. So, Niscali?
Probably not going to buy anything either then.
Okay. Okie dokie.
Just add
So,
spells to my spell list to prepare maybe sometime. They sound cool.
okay. So, what is the plan? What do you
Stand.
guys want to do? The only information you have currently is that there is this owlbear to the north. And you apparently want to go get that boy.
Yes.
I concur.
Go north?
Yes.
We shall go find this owlbear and vanquish it for money.
So let's see, 10 miles is gonna be. No, that's not 2 hours. How fast is travel? Doot. So 10 miles is going to be 3 hours. About, yeah, so it's 5 a.m. No, 6 a.m. So 9 a.m. So you arrive at a sleepy little unnamed town.
Can I coup de grace the sleepy town?
Is it actually a town?
Roll a coup de grace.
The town now dies.
The town is dead. I don't know the definition between a town or a hamlet. So, yes. It's either or.
Think hamlet is.
It is a hamlet. No, it's not a hamlet. It's a no. Yeah, it's
If it has less
no,
than
it's
20, if it has less than 20 occupants, it's a thorp. If it has
A,
21 to 60 occupants, it is a hamlet. If it's a town, it has up to 2,000 occupants.
It's going to be a village because hamlets are usually without a church, and this hamlet has a church. So I mean, this village has a church. So it's going to be a village. So this
Village with 61 to 200 occupants.
Yes, it has anywhere from that amount to that amount, and it's mostly just like farms surrounded by farmlands, and then there's an inn and there's a general store, but there's not much aside from that.
Very agrarian.
Yes, it's very agrarian. I definitely know what that word means. And so you guys walk through this small village on your way to the north. So you're just heading straight north?
Yuppers.
Okay. So... Okay.
We're on a mission.
You are on a mission. That's true. So you travel for about another, let's see, that was 3 hours. So you travel for another 2.5 hours maybe, until you get to a point where you're about a half hour's journey away from the edge of the darkened wood. And you don't really see
Sounds ominous.
You don't really see signs of an owlbear nearby. There are farmlands to both the east and the west. And then there is the darkened wood ahead.
Well, if I was an owlbear, this is where I would hide.
Can we roll survival?
Absolutely.
Aha! Survival. Something I'm reasonably good at.
I'm not good at that.
I mean, I have -2, so.
Well, yeah. So Niscali and Steve pick up the very pungent odor of droppings wafting in from somewhere. Oh boy, I need to consult the compass.
Smells like owlbear dung.
Yeah, to the west.
Pungent.
You smell the pungent
Yet fruity.
odor of fruity, pungent dropping. And Steve is quite convinced that they are indeed the droppings of an owlbear.
This one appears to have been eating fruits recently. Perhaps a good thing that has not been eating people.
I have a fancy compass for a reason.
Yeah, but it's in the very corner of the map, so you've got to scroll all the way around.
I know. I know.
Just
So
kind of when you have
guys-
our party token, just make it a compass.
Yeah.
Then you have
Oh,
a
yeah,
compass
I should
wherever
do
we
that.
are.
You should do that.
I mean, we kind of need to make the map a bit bigger so we can identify the token.
Yeah, you probably need to.
Like, I'm
blow
zoomed
up
in
the-
so far, and it still looks like there's
Yeah.
not much distance between areas, even though it's like
yeah.
40 miles.
I need to blow up the map a bit. But that's gonna come later, because I'm working on that baby. So yeah, you guys head west for another mile or two. And to the west, you see a pasture with a kind of like a rotting wooden fence surrounding it. And there are currently sheep grazing inside the pasture, save for one portion of the pasture where a sheep hath been slain and is currently being dragged towards the forest by a big old owlbear who is dragging its prey towards the edge of darkened wood. It is about 250 feet away from you currently. What do you want it to do?
Hark! There is our prey.
You think owlbears are as scared as saber cats?
No.
No.
Probably not.
My
I'd say
understanding-
owlbears probably aren't scared of sabers.
What about if a saber cat's smaller than a mouse?
Why would
My-
they be afraid of
My
that?
understanding is that they consider anything smaller than them to be food.
But you said anything bigger than a mouse is prey. If something smaller than a mouse, be predator.
No.
I think it's probably
they
more like
just-
anything smaller than that they just don't care about.
No, he
Yeah.
raises an excellent point.
I think we're thinking backwards on this. I'm just saying.
So, Aaron, make yourself a tiny fox. You'd be scared. Like an elephant.
No.
Like an elephant scared of mice.
I'm pretty sure
A
that's not
fox-
gonna work though.
Pretty sure a fox is bigger than a mouse.
It's just make yourself a very small fox.
Yeah, a tiny fox.
That's not how this works, guys. I just turn into a fox. Are we gonna go catch this bear or what?
Maybe we
Catch
should
it. I thought we
wait
had to
for
kill it.
Yeah, we're killing the thing. Did you bring a net?
We need to reach the bear to kill it.
So why'd you want to catch it?
That's not. It's a figure of speech.
What figures we talking? 2? 3? You kind of lost
Perhaps
your
a
money.
crop.
You don't have much figures left.
Perhaps it's a rather rounded figure.
No.
Rabbits?
an
Okay,
example.
okay. To the
Oh my God.
concept at hand, let's go kill the bear.
Should we
mean
maybe
the owl
wait
bear?
for it?
Yes, it's the owl bear.
Yes. I shall
Maybe we
lead the
should-
charge.
Guys, hold on. We should wait for a bit so we could just follow the drag marks to its nest
Ooh.
and ambush it there.
Maybe it has corpses in its nest.
I mean, probably if it's been terrorizing the area.
Be better loot than what they're offering to their head.
Very well, we shall be quiet and follow it back to its lair.
We just saw it drag a corpse of sheep, so I'd imagine that'd be a pretty easy thing to follow back to its lair. Just need to be quiet.
If we fight it after it's eaten, it'll be bloated.
Even better.
Yes, of course. Let's follow the thing.
You gotta wait 30 minutes after eating before a fight.
I think that's for swimming, though.
But we're nowhere near an ocean. Where would it swim?
The ocean is not that far away, though.
You sure?
But, you know, it's
It's about 80 miles
Yeah.
away.
it's all relative, though.
Guys, this
Yeah, but Genboki's like taking it very literally. Like you saying swimming is like there's nowhere here to swim, so he doesn't understand you.
Yeah,
We're
but
gonna
the
lose
saying is
the
usually
owlbear
talk about
if we don't
swimming.
start following it.
Yeah, the owlbear is getting to the edge.
Oh
of
my
the forest
god,
at this point.
Steve!
That's why I said we should just wait for a
Ooh.
bit before.
Like you don't break a
Starting
branch, you break a whole bloody trunk on the floor with your foot.
Oh my god. Oh Jesus.
no.
Oh boy.
And when we are 240 feet away, maybe he doesn't hear that.
Oh
Yep.
boy,
Yep.
Oh man, owlbears have some excellent perception. I'll tell you that. I will tell you that. Let's go ahead. You're 250 feet away. That's going to be DC 25. At least.
And the owlbear has what, a plus 20?
I think it's DC 25.
I should have put points into stealth.
Nah.
I mean, 3 of us have good stealth.
Why I
You're-
said we should wait.
Yeah.
I
Yes,
don't
but
actually
we-
have
DC 20.
good stealth. I just turn into a fox and it just
Oh wow, natural
neatly
one.
goes up.
Okay.
has no
yeah.
idea.
So no, it has no idea. It just obliviously. It's way too concentrated on dragging this corpse away
Okay.
into the forest. Continues doing that as you literally step
Chums,
on a sleeping
Chums, perhaps
sheep.
I should hang back a bit so I don't alert it to our presence.
Just
Yeah,
don't break
I
any
think we
trees
should-
while you're hanging.
Give it a head start so we could just sneak up far away.
The trees are so breakable.
Then don't hang on them.
They're just
You know-
there, and I'm trying not to, and yet They just sort of
Steve, when you hide behind a tree, you don't actually have to push the tree. You can just stay behind the tree.
But how do I move the tree with me then?
You don't. You just move yourself to behind another tree. You can leave the trees alone, you know?
I don't follow.
You don't need to take the tree with you. Anywhere.
How do I hide from the tree?
I'm going after the owlbear.
Yeah, you're
And
starting to lose the owlbear at this point.
Aaron starts
Just-
walking. Aaron just starts
use,
walking. Just like
days
shaking
or
his
something
head.
to alert us.
I also start walking, kind of show like what I mean, like I move behind a tree, and then I sneak behind another tree, and then I sneak behind a tree, like this. You see, you don't have to actually interact with the tree at all.
I will try.
He just immediately breaks a tree, just like, oops. Didn't mean to.
Like some people have the careful bushes, he just carries a tree everywhere.
Yeah. He just grabs a branch.
Uproot a tree and hold it in front of myself as I'm sneaking around.
So you guys are, yeah, what, like 250 feet away?
Probably more at this point.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I was
I'm
trying to
saying
kind of
more.
stall.
I'm saying more
if you're-
further distance away, but
As you enter into the forest, you notice that you immediately pick up on the fact that you are going to lose this owlbear if you stay this far behind. You're gonna have to get closer to it to be able to tail it. The thick
Can
undergrowth
we
is
just
blocking your
follow
view.
the drag marks of a dead sheep? You know, with broken
Yes.
blood everywhere and all that.
Except for that, yes. Except for the black.
Like we can just follow that trail to where it's going. We don't have to see the bear.
I'm gonna be honest.
Oh.
I immediately put the bloody sheep. So yeah, you just follow the drag marks of the blood.
That's why I said we should just hang back. We can
Yeah.
just follow the drag marks.
Just
Sheep
easy
are
peasy.
pretty big animals.
They're relatively big.
Yeah.
So yeah, you just follow the drag marks of the dead sheep, and eventually it leads you to a clearing in the woods, and in the center of this clearing is a pretty macabre sight: a nest made up entirely of bones and corpses, most of whom are in an advanced state of decay and have begun to rot, and maggots have taken hold of their flesh. And in the middle of this gruesome sight, there is the owlbear gorging itself on a sheep, seemingly not taking notice of you. And what do you guys want to do?
Do we want to try to take it when it's eating or wait till it's finished eating?
it's probably
Is this its lair, or like, is it out in the open? Is there no like walls or anything?
There are no walls. It looks like it's in a very secluded part of the forest. You definitely don't notice any signs of any other animals. Don't know whether that's because of its seclusion or whether it's because of the presence of the owlbear, but it is definitely out in the open like this.
Do you have a map for us to look at, or?
Yeah, I'm just drawing up the
Okay.
list. Oh, what a beautiful drawing. Perfect. Perfection itself.
Is there a river?
No. No river.
Are you sure?
Yes.
There's
It's probably...
green spots.
One sec.
I'll use
You
this
heard
map.
dog. You use the these assets?
I'll use the background grass thing you got going on.
It's good grass. I like it.
Good quality grass. A little splotchy.
Yes.
Some very grassy grass.
It's pretty grassy.
So what's
Got some
the...
rocks in there.
Is the grey area like the bounds of where the massacre is?
Yeah, that's where the like the corpses are lined up in such a way that it makes a nest.
Okay.
And the gray spots are the corpses.
Is it like, imagine a bird's nest, but instead of branches, there are bones and corpses?
Yeah, essentially.
That's
That's
what
metal
I would
as fuck.
expect from a
That
creature
is
that's
so metal.
half bird, half bear. The owlbear is about ready to start its own Swedish death metal band.
If you'll divert your attention to the Discord, I'm going to show you a picture of approximately what it looks like.
Oh,
It's like that, but with
Lovely.
yes, but it has not just it has human corpses and like sheep corpses, mostly sheep corpses, but also some humans thrown in the mix.
we can nicely snug in a fire in the middle.
Oh. So yeah, you guys are about well, you'd have to be about like 50 feet away to see this. Yeah, so you're at the edge of this map, so I'm gonna drop your tokens in.
So we wait for it to finish eating and take a nap, and then once it's asleep, we sneak up and surprise it.
What time of day is it?
Right now, let's see, you tailed it for about an hour, and it was 1 p.m., so it's 2 p.m. right now.
I mean, everything takes a nap after eating a large meal, like a whole sheep. So
That's
I don't
I'm-
think
I-
that thing's a cat. It doesn't sleep 8 times a day. Then again, I don't sleep 8 times a
We
day.
know whether owlbears are nocturnal creatures.
Has dark vision.
it does have dark
Yeah,
vision.
but
yeah, but it's also a
do
magical
I.
abomination.
Yeah, but you're a beautiful creature. That's why you have dark vision.
No, you know that they I can't remember who got the insane 27 on their check.
Aaron,
But whoever did that,
Yeah.
Aaron, you know that they
Yeah.
hunt. You know that they are equally adept at hunting during the day as they are during the night, and it's just up to each owlbear's individual preference whether they do it at night or during the day.
yeah, judging by the fact that it just snuck a sheep out of its pen in the middle of the day, it's probably not nocturnal. This one anyway.
So you wanna wait till nighttime and I cut its head off?
Well, I think we should wait till after it's eaten and be grown sluggish and slow.
Or we could, sneak up on it while it's eating and crunching on the bones, and it's preoccupied.
Yes, but it won't be sluggish. It'll just be angry that its meal has been
I mean, it's probably
interrupted.
gonna be angry if we wake it up from a sleep.
Well, yes, but if we wait until it has taken a nap after eating a whole sheep, it'll be sluggish and slow.
Could you cover its food in grease and make its tummy ache?
I should like to see that.
Don't know if that would work.
Not to do but try.
Why you take? What's your wisdom? Stop taking the wisdom freeze guy's ideas.
But it's a good idea.
It's not. It's wisdom free idea.
I'm gonna be perfectly honest. I heard that idea and I was like, that's a pretty good idea. That's kind of a
Yeah.
cool idea.
I mean,
It's genuinely a creative and
fun
cool
idea.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, what's the worst that happens? It stops eating the sheep.
it's a Pathfinder second level idea.
Well, I can try.
I just feel for Nap
It's
just trying to
Arcane
make
magic. I
like,
can't
dumb
really
ideas.
say anything about
And, like,
Arcane magic.
they're just like,
People
"Oh,
just take my plans if I have bad wisdom or high wisdom.
You just can't help it.
You just have a natural charisma to you. It's some funny stuff. Oh god.
I mean, it's a kind of idea that if it works, it's gonna be awesome.
Yeah.
And
There's
that's very
also the-
curious to try it out.
Yeah. There is also the thing of you do need to get close to cast the grease spell, and you need to you need to make a verbal component. So
Yeah,
It
I'd have
might,
to be
like-
within 30 feet. That's a little dangerous, guys.
yeah, that's kind of dangerous.
And I
Probably gonna
I
see you
didn't-
and attack and not eat the crisp
didn't-
food.
I didn't prepare that for the day.
It only costs you 1 arcane pool point to do that.
If I
To
no, I need
change
that
it.
exploit. That's an
Oh,
exploit.
right. That's an exploit. That's right.
That's a cool exploit.
It is. It is a really, really handy exploit.
I'm getting it on next level.
Well, yeah.
It's insanely handy.
So what's the plan?
We get up. No, I was going to give a plan that's not wisdom free, so I'm not going to. As a player, Aaron could make Steve enlarge since he just got that.
Yeah, what spells do you have prepared? What do we have to work with here?
So I can only prepare 2 spells.
Yeah, but what are the ones you prepared?
Hadley. And I have to prepare necromancy spells, so I have to use Chill Touch, which sucks.
Oh, so you have Enlarge Person and Chill Touch.
Yes.
Okay.
Hmm.
So you enlarge me, I activate my mutagen, and I run in and grapple the owlbear and wrestle it to the ground.
Then I stab it to death.
That works.
Then once it's pinned and helpless, Jim Boki goes and stabs it to death.
That could work. We could try that.
Yeah. I mean, it's not my best plan, but...
No. It's not the worst plan.
What spells does Scarly got?
I have Doom, Touch of Blindness, Bless and Cure Light Wounds.
Doom makes him shaken, which should help you with the grapple, because it
Basically,
means
yeah.
they can't break out as easily.
Also a medium range. So I could just do it from far away.
Yeah, medium's 100 plus, isn't it?
120 currently.
So you could Doom it,
Second
make it
level.
easier on Mr. Steve. And since the grapple conditions lets me sneak attack, I can just do that as well. And since we've seen Steve's stealth, or his luck with stealth, I don't think we should be getting any closer than we are now.
Yeah, pretty much.
We pretty much have to start the fight from over here.
I can give, say, Steve a floating +1 for 1 minute. Which he can use either on a single attack roll, saving throw, or skill check. You must choose to use the bonus before making the roll.
He could put that onto his grapple.
I could.
Yeah, I can do that, and then I can try to doom it, and then I can try to bless everyone to give bonuses.
You can do Blessed beforehand, because that's minutes, isn't it?
It's minute per level, so it's 2 minutes right now. But if
Yeah.
I cast a spell, it's gonna blow our cover.
True.
Probably. Unless we just walk away and I do it and we come back, which is probably going to take away the 2 minutes. I can
Yeah, that's
also
a
do
good
each
point.
of these spells once, except for Cure Light Wounds, which I can spontaneous cast if necessary, if I have the spell slots left.
I think to start off with Doom would probably be the best thing, because that's the biggest number.
Doom, and then or enlarge person, then Doom, then
Probably want to do the guidance first to give the +1. Just that's touch. And the doom I can do from a distance on the owlbear.
While you guys are buffing him, I'll just stealth a bit closer.
Do we
Yeah, I can just stealth
attack
a
it
bit.
while it's still like preoccupied with food, or do we wait and risk that it doesn't go to sleep after eating?
I mean, after eating, even if it doesn't go to sleep, it should be a little less nimble.
I mean, it's probably gonna be more aware of its surroundings if it's just done eating. It might just go look for more food.
I can't put any input because that's more of a GM decision on what happens there.
Yeah.
It'll be up to Goose if the creature does one or the other.
I mean, I'm saying, do we want to wait and see what it does, or do we just want to attack it while it's still eating? Because now it's definitely preoccupied with stuff.
Is it sitting down when it's eating?
It's lying down with the corpse in its claws, so it's like kind of like, I don't know if it has elbows, but it's kind of like lying on its like elbows or lack thereof, holding the corpse in its claws while it uses its mouth to just rip out its intestines and gorge itself on them.
So would it be safe to say it's prone right now?
Yes, it is prone at this current stage.
I mean, if it's prone right now, I'd say go now. At least then we have a...
Yeah, that's kind of what I'm leaning towards, that just go when we know it's for sure preoccupied.
Yeah. Alright, well, Steve is gonna drink his,
Mutagen?
mutagen coffee, yes. I have words. I have the best words. I do not have the good ones.
This is the magic coffee.
Yes. Magic coffee.
I'm going to cast guidance at the same time. Aaron is going to cast the large person.
It's when determining surprise, when determining surprise, isn't it kind of like the weakest link kind of thing? Like if it notices one of you, it notices all of you, or is it?
No, if it notices one person, that one person doesn't get the surprise round, whereas everyone who's not been spotted does get a surprise round.
Okay, so it's okay.
So we good with this plan? I'll take your silence as a yes. Either that or you
yeah, I guess.
you're not you got muted.
Yes.
Okay. Hey, at least you didn't Chaos Burst.
Aww. I'm sad.
2% chance now.
Somebody's whistling.
Yep.
Okay, so you cast those.
-1 penalty to...
Immediately after casting, I would want to try to move and hide.
Surprise round is only a single action.
Okay, sure. Yeah, fair.
Yeah. This will not have been your surprise round because you're 50 feet away, but as you move to about here, so everybody can move up to there, you are going to have to make these stealth checks.
Wait, so he's not going to hear them casting spells?
He might, but that's going to be... He's going to hear them casting spells, yeah. But I looked at that as an out of combat thing.
Okay.
But I guess that will have been the surprise round, I suppose. Because with the 27, I think it beats everybody. Except possibly G, if she gets a good stealth roll.
Can I roll a stealth, like, while I'm casting a spell to try to cast it quietly?
Yeah, sure. Go ahead.
Hey, that's a good roll.
Hey, that's pretty good.
Yeah.
That's pretty
Yeah.
good.
Hey, that's
I'm a
pretty
quiet
good.
spellcaster.
Where is
Yeah, so you get a surprise
character?
round, which is probably just going to be your move action.
Probably. Actually, no.
Oh! Mm.
Wow.
It's a great initiative. It's okay, Aaron. The owlbear got a 1.
I clicked the wrong button. Okay.
And yeah, but that's stealth. You're checking on that. You need to click
Yeah,
your
it's bad
token when you
stealth.
do that, Aaron.
I know, I did. I clicked stealth.
Aaron.
Oh, wait.
For the initiative.
I thought my token clicked when I rolled that.
I don't know, maybe the infamous Hoover in the background stole your token.
Yeah, Ren, I'm going to ask you to put on push to talk, you beautiful baby boy. Thank you. Oh yeah.
Need
Turn off
to
the mysterious
need to add a
But it-
turn for Aaron.
Yeah, it didn't work. I had clicked on my guy and then clicked on the thing and it didn't do it.
You might have deselected him. That's why I just have a macro for it.
There we go.
Macro solve
descending.
everything.
We're gonna start in the surprise round with Niscali, who gets her surprise round in, and has either a move or standard.
You could either your Doom or your Bless.
Probably should start with Bless, because everybody's...
Also, can you Doom through a tree? I should make mention that the tree trunks are...
Size mod.
Tree trunks.
Yeah. He kind of blocked, so I don't know if you would be able to Doom at the moment.
Yeah. I think line of sight is blocked. There's also the matter of fact that, like, the nest wouldn't be that big, no. It's not blocking view, but it would be difficult terrain at least.
Target is just one living creature, and the range is medium. Don't know about line of sight, maybe?
Line of sight affects all spells.
Okay.
Yeah, you need a line of effect.
Well, I mean, I'm gonna start with Bless anyway.
Yeah, line of sight and line of effect. Except for
Do have a
auras.
thing.
Okay,
Hold on.
there we go.
So everybody has +1 morale bonus on attack rolls and saving throws against fear effects.
Yeah, you can make a buff at the top of your sheet and then select Bless.
Yeah. And the Steve's +1 stacks with the attack thing, because that's a competence bonus, the guidance. If you want to use an attack roll, you have both of those going on.
So, did you cast Bless?
Yes, I cast Bless.
How is it with Bless? Does it move with you?
It's a burst, and it affects everybody within range currently. So everybody here has that. It's not like an aura or anything. It's just they have it for 2 minutes now.
Okay. Then we go to
Or
the
we
top
have.
of the
We all
round.
have.
Top of the round, Gen Ibuki.
So would I know if it actually spotted me when I did my stealth?
Yeah, it is aware of you.
Okay.
You definitely notice it like move its head out of its prey and gonna go like in your direction.
I'm gonna hold my turn till after Steve.
Okay.
And can you make Steve actually enlarged?
He is enlarged
Yes, I
Oh.
can.
on the screen.
Yeah, on the screen. Just like increase his token. Oh, that's a bit too enlarged.
That is a big Steve.
Yeah.
Oh god. A face only a mother could love.
He's the biggest Steve.
I think we win now.
I step on the owlbear.
Instantly fucking explodes. Just
Try and bite this Steve Owlbear.
yeah, just implodes and just. Okay, that's going to be Kimboki, so it's Aaron.
Alright. Let's see here. I'm going to standard action, give myself temporary health. That sounds like a good plan. Arcane barrier time. Ooh, it goes up. It's stronger now.
Fancy.
5 temporary hit points.
Okie doke. And move or nada?
Well, the arcane barrier is a swift action, so.
Standard and move.
Yep. Alright, I'm going to try to cast a cantrip. And I don't know if this thing actually has a macro set up for it, but I'm gonna roll it anyway and see what it does. Does it actually have a macro? No, it doesn't. Damn it. I have to roll a ranged touch attack.
It's 30 foot.
Yeah, you're
It is
70
30 foot.
feet
Oh,
away.
I'd have to move. You make a good point. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. Yeah, it didn't occur
Still
to
out of
me.
range.
Did not occur to me. It's fine. Never mind. I will actually move to here, next to this tree. That's it.
Okay.
My turn.
That is your turn.
You made a good point.
Steve.
Big Steve.
Big Steve.
Stone Cold Steve Austin.
Stone Cold Steve.
Alright.
Roll, Steve.
He throws his bottle of sweat. Roar.
All right, I am approaching the creature, and I could. That would be my entire move. So I'm gonna get there and hide behind a tree.
How are you gonna hide while you're large?
You're definitely not hiding, but that's your prerogative. Okay. Then it is Gimbuki.
Would I be able to roll sense motive to see what the owlbear would want to go for first?
No.
Okay.
I feel that's pretty reasonable now. But you do remember what Aaron told you, that it attacks the nearest target.
I don't remember him saying that, but okay.
No, that's what that's a bit of information he got from the owlbear identification.
Okay. I shall turn invisible.
Literally?
Yes, literally invisible.
I wish I could make you invisible to me. That'd be great.
And then I shall move to here.
I met your character. Not. You know what I meant.
Uh-huh.
I hope.
Man, that's just
No,
rude.
Scully.
Can I kind of go back a little bit and say that as we were planning this at the edge of this clearing, I would have had time to kind of find a secure-ish nook to put my backpack in?
Sorry, a what? You found a...
Can I say that I found a secure-ish little nook where I could just drop my backpack in so I'm not carrying it right now?
Yeah, sure.
You could give it to me if you want.
You
I
found
mean,
a
if you want to
hollowed-out,
carry
like,
it, sure, that's fine too. Just that I'm not carrying it during the battle.
I
you
can
had
carry
found
it.
a hollowed out. Yeah, okay.
I mean, if you can, then that's fine.
I have
Great.
plenty of carry capacity.
My
It's a
backpack
bragging point
weighs.
at this point.
Where is my
Sure.
backpack? My backpack weighs
Unless it
24 pounds.
24, you're fine. I can carry another 90.
You just have to watch that it
Just
doesn't
gonna
fill
have
your
to
gold, the dirty
do-
catful.
Stuff that it's not carried anymore. Okay. I am back to light. Carrying weight. I can move more. Okay, so I'm gonna have to move so I can actually see the owlbear. If I'm behind this tree and kind of peek around, can I still have a line of sight on it?
I think you have to be there. I don't think. Can you
Okay.
shoot from behind cover? I'm not entirely sure.
I
don't know
think
how
you
it is.
can, but it gives both you and the enemy cover against each other.
Okay, then
Like,
then
spell.
sure you'll be able to do it, but it won't. Like if you're casting a spell, then it won't really affect it.
Unless
Unless
it has an attack roll.
Yeah, unless it has an attack roll or a reflex save.
So I can do that.
Sure.
Okay, I'll move here. Behind this tree and cast Doom on the owlbear.
Doom, 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 doom.
There is only Doom!
The owlbear has a +2 and rolls a 16.
Oh, come on.
So it is will negates. So it's just
Yeah, it's
fine.
just will negates. It's nothing.
Yeah.
Nothing happens.
So it just roars.
Reminds me of Saturdays.
Snap,
Thanks.
I think.
Thanks.
So it just roars in defiance of your weird necromantic spell. And
Oh, yes,
takes its
necromancy.
Yes.
turn. Ooh, it's actually 1, 2, 3, 4.
Does the corpse pile count as difficult terrain?
Yes. Is it double move to walk into difficult terrain
Yes, and out.
from not
Well,
difficult terrain?
But basically, if you're coming in and out, it only counts for the squares that you're in it. But since he's large, he has 2 squares.
So it would be correct to say 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
Yes.
Okay. Damn it. 1, 2, 3, 4, But I want to attack.
Does he have
I mean-
reach?
No. He has space 10 feet.
He also started from prone.
Yeah, he started from prone, so he has to stand up.
prone. That's okay. That's a good point.
has to
He
stand
stands
up
up.
Move.
He stands up and runs at Steve. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So he's standing. So his like hind legs are crushing the skulls and bones of two
Crunch,
corpses.
crunch, crunch.
Lovely.
Crunch, crunch, crunch. Aaron.
Now I will throw a ball of acid.
Ooh wee.
Wait,
From where
what
you're
goes
standing?
into a ranged spell attack? Is it just a d20, no bonuses?
you
A
gonna
ranged
do
spell
it from
attack
where
is
you're
just your.
standing?
It's just your
Your
attack
ranged
ranged.
attack.
Ranged touch attack. There you go.
And if you do it where you are, it's fine because there's no cover there.
I thought cover was if any of like its border is touching any of.
I mean, that's
Thing.
Starfinder. I don't know about Pathfinder.
I
Yeah.
can
think it's
legitimately just
also-
move like this.
Yeah, you can just move there and not have the argument.
There you go. No
Oh,
argument.
yeah, I'm saying like you can move, no problem, but I just want to make sure.
But that'd be Chaos Burst
Yeah.
because you did 2, so it's now 2%.
Yep.
Yeah,
That
it
is-
says if any line from
No,
this
it's
corner
not a
to
first
any
level spell,
corner
though.
of the
Ignore
target
the chaos
square
burst.
passes through a square or border. So if any line from this corner to any corner, so
Okay.
it would, yeah. I'm so sad that you didn't cast the first level spell.
I
It's
know.
a good thing he didn't. I was going to suggest he did. I'm glad I didn't.
I should make this include cantrips. It's gonna be a 19. Yeah, so it's gonna hit definitely. The natural 19 is gonna hit it for 3 points of damage. And you see it sear itself into the feathers of the beast, and it howls in pain.
You could.
Uh,
I think you could include the attack roll on the spell itself.
Yeah, you can.
You can do it, yeah. Steve.
All right. I grapple the.
Do you have improved grapple?
I do not.
Attack of opportunity.
This is gonna hurt, but
You will also need to fight the
needs
step.
must.
Um,
Well, I've got 10-foot reach now.
No, you
because I'm
don't.
large.
Large doesn't constitute you having 10-foot reach. You would say in the spell if you get it.
It says in the spell
It
that
says
he
in the spell that I
Then go
I get
ahead. Please grab
um,
him towards you then.
I'm.
Yeah.
I want to. I want.
Oh,
to
actually, if you have 10-foot
ask-
reach, he can't attack opportunity you. Because he can't hit you.
Oh my god!
Yeah.
Yeah. Right.
A humanoid creature
he
whose
just
size
wafts
increases
his
large is
stubby little
basically
arms.
natural reach of 10.
Aw. Poor little owlbear doesn't have the reach to catch.
So yeah, that's a 15 because of the bonuses that Niscala gave me.
So it's just straight CMB versus my CMD.
Your CMD -4, because you have +4 from large, but you're same size.
Same size, and
Oh, okay, yeah,
also -2 because it's doomed.
It's not
not
doomed.
doomed.
It's not doomed.
Oh,
It's
right.
fine.
It made the save.
It's just
So
his CMD
-4,
-4.
so 17. So it's 17. Yeah, okay, so that is not going to succeed.
Damn.
Unfortunately. You still have your move. What do you want to do?
I'm gonna
Walk into the threatened square and walk out so it provokes an attack of opportunity? That's a good,
I'm gonna
valid
take a
action.
step back.
Okay. Steve, are you supposed to only have 12 HP?
That seems really low.
No,
Yeah.
I'm not.
When I'm clicking your token, you only have 12 HP. What does your...
I should have 23 hit points.
That's a good amount of hit points.
I need to change this token.
Just don't save it as a large.
Damn it. I'm gonna have to redo these tokens.
Wait,
Yeah, there we go, 23. Okay. I'll save this later. Okay, now you have 23.
my AC is.
Now your
12.
token. Yeah, now your token has 23. And that was your move. Just move 5 feet away.
Yep.
Okay.
I want to make it work a little harder to get to me.
Then it is going to be Genboki's turn.
So it'd be safe to say that Steve's the closest one.
Yes.
Okay. I shall move to here. Let's see. What would be the fastest way for this thing to approach? Yeah. Hopefully it goes there.
Yeah, hopefully. No, I'm kidding.
I'll move to there and prepare an attack for after this thing's attacked.
Okay. Nascali, it is your turn.
Oh boy. Let me do. So I'm gonna move closer. Guess I'm gonna move here and take out my crossbow and attack it.
Okay.
See.
Yeah, so your crossbow bolt just thunks against the thick hide of the beast, and it just gets flung off of it as it were nothing.
Wah wah.
Wah, wah, wah. And it is the owlbear's turn. So the owlbear is going to charge towards Steve. Not taking the charge action, but I use that word to describe it because I like to complicate things like that. And it runs full force into Genboki, and it hits you with enough force that you feel like you almost get knocked off your feet. And you think to yourself, wow, anything with more than 2 brain cells would notice that I'm here. But it just ignores you and goes straight for Steve. And it is going to claw you. Oh my god, this is going to be a critical hit. Oh no. Oh, for 12 points of damage. And it is going to get a free grab attack. Oh god, critical hit. Actually, yeah, that confirms. Okay. And I also have to look up my crit card. Ooh, buoy.
It's a good thing you reminded yourself you had high HP.
Yeah, exactly.
Yep.
Otherwise you'd be downed.
I think Nascali needs to become a healing radiator.
Yep.
Oh boy, I really should have this PDF open at all times, but now I have to wait for it to load.
PDF for the crits.
Critical hit, yeah. But I'm not going to wait around for that. We're going to do this grab. Let's see here. If a creature with a special attack, it deals normal damage and attempts to start a grapple without provoking an attack opportunity against targets size equal or smaller. Okay. Okay. It has the option to conduct the grapple normally or simply use part of its body. Okay, no, it's just going to do it normally. Okay, so it's just and it gets a +4 on the CMB. So it's going to make a CMB against your CMD with a +4. So it's
you'll have to -1 because it's large, but it's doing a large creature. You don't really get a +1 if you're one bigger. He's the same size, so -1.
Okay. That's going to be a 23 against your CMD.
Of 19.
How the turns have tabled as your plan has been turned against you.
I don't know.
And
the owlbear still has the grapple condition.
That's a good point.
Worked both ways.
Okay, now we have the critical hit deck, so I'm going to roll 1d52.
Oh boy.
So 41. That's going to be 9, 18, 27, 35, and 44. 43, 42. Slashing hamstring. 1d2 dex damage and target is knocked prone. How does that work with the grab?
It's just a normal grapple. It's just he also has the prone condition.
How fun. And you also take 1d2 dex damage, so you take 1 point of dex damage. That's going to be the owlbear's turn. And there's now Aaron's turn. No, sorry.
Since he attacked, my ready action goes off.
Yeah, I forgot about that. I was just about to bring that up. So make an attack roll. It's going to be a 12. Don't you get like massive bonus because you're invisible?
He's flat-footed. I think it's +4 for invisible. Let me just double check.
His flat-footed. Okay.
I get +2 to my attack bonus, so that'd be 14.
You get a +2, and it's flat-footed. With the flat-footed, 14 is just barely enough to hit it, as you pierce its thick hide and plunge your dagger, dealing 10 points of damage to the beast. It yelps in pain as it keeps hold of poor Steve. Steve.
I'm helping.
No, Aaron. You skipped Aaron.
I skipped.
Yeah.
It got all messed up. Aaron, it's your turn.
I'm actually going to walk up and touch it.
Oh baby.
Are you finally using chill touch?
Why couldn't you have done this when you got that 2 on that chaos burst?
So, is there a bonus that I actually add to? So
your attack roll, yes, it'd be plus something.
He crit on it.
That's a cast.
That's his cast level check, not his attack roll. Sadly.
Oh. Well, I just saw D20. I just assumed.
I mean, it works.
If you want to give him the crit.
it's a D20 built in. I'll take it.
No, fix your sheet and roll an attack.
I need to know what bonuses I have to do.
I'm often a generous man, in my opinion, but draw my lines.
When they are grappled, they have a -4 to the dexterity. So basically a -2 to their AC.
-2 to AC, yeah.
Where?
And is that the only thing that it does? Doesn't it? I thought it did more.
It does more things, but for AC, that's as much as it does.
I gotta look up.
Yeah, I thought it did more for AC.
I mean, if we bring in prone and pin, then yeah. Aaron, what do you have in your hands?
Attack bonus plus BAB strength modifier and size modifier.
You can just click the melee on your attacks sheet.
Okay.
And you have the +1 from last.
What?
That's technically 4, but
Yeah.
I missed.
Unfortunately, doesn't hit. But your hand, as far as I understand it, is still charged with the thing?
Yeah.
Yes.
It's a touch spell, so it's still charged in his hand.
Yes. So you still
I
have your
2
sweet
charges,
spell.
essentially, though, because I'm level 2.
So you can touch it as many times as you want.
Why do you have 2 charges?
You can use this melee touch attack up to 1 time per level.
Then, no, you can't charge it. You can only charge spells that only have 1 target. If there's several uses or several targets, you have to use it within what the spell allows.
No, that's not what I'm... Wait, what?
Well, how many times can you... You can use this 2 times, but within what amount of time?
It just says...
It just says you can.
That doesn't help.
Yeah, that's it.
Maybe you can charge it then.
I mean, maybe you can guess.
I was just
you
reading
can
like
use-
the rules on it, and it
Yeah, it just says you can use this melee touch attack up to 1 time per level.
which means I have 2 levels, so I can use it 2 times.
It says
it wouldn't
says
make sense if I had to use it on 1 turn, or else I would not.
It says creature or creatures touched. So is that like, can you still charge that?
Well, the spell doesn't have duration, so you'd assume it applies as normal touch. You just have it charged. So I think you just keep that until you actually use it.
Yeah, duration instantaneous.
I see no issue.
Yeah, because Touch of Blindness, which also is like creatures touched up to 1 per level, it specifically says that any touch attack not used after first round per caster level is lost. That doesn't say anything about that. The Chill Touch.
Chill Touch is weird.
In any case.
That. I was just looking up. I think there's like a weird rules clarification somewhere here. Let me find it.
Okay. In the meanwhile, it is Steve's turn. Steve, what do you want to do?
I'm going to try to take control of the grapple.
Okay.
Let's roll my CMB.
Basic rule: touch spells and combat.
Only with the +1, I think.
I'm pretty sure that's not enough to overcome the.
You get flanking from me, so +2.
It's still a 17.
Against the CMD? Or is
I
it
mean, there's the
opposed?
Bless.
Against CMD.
Did you bless again?
No, Bless is just 2 minutes per level. 1 minute per level, it's just 2 minutes, it's just there for 2 minutes.
Oh, okay. I thought it was
Bless,
just for
Bless.
one.
No. The guidance went away the first time. It was a floating +1. Bless is for everyone for 2 minutes.
So that puts me at 18 for CMB to take control of the grapple.
So because it has this CMD minus, this -4, that is going to succeed. So you are going to take control of this grapple. I don't know what action is that a standard?
Yeah.
Okay. So you successfully take control of the grapple.
Excellent.
And do you do anything with your move?
I think that's all I can do is just grapple it. I mean, I can't move around or anything while I'm grappled.
You'd have to make another grapple check to move, but you still need to use your standard to do that.
Yeah.
So he can't use anything with his move.
Unless
No,
it's 5e
so-
and you can just freely move around at half your speed. And drown
Yeah,
with the
no.
Grapple
grapple.
creature.
Unfortunately, we're playing Pathfinder, so I'm spent.
So that is going to be Gimboki.
What does Aaron have in his hands?
Nothing.
Nothing? Okay, just the spell.
Magic.
I have magic in my hands.
Okay.
Where does it specify that this CMD bonus goes away when you're fighting creatures of the same size?
It's just the bonus you get from your size. The size bonuses are calculated based on if you're fighting a medium creature.
Oh, that's how that is. Okay.
So you're only ever large if you're fighting a medium creature. If someone's small, you'd be counted as technically huge. Because you're X amount of things bigger.
Reasons I'm not there in the front line.
Yeah, we're definitely not sending Niscali to grapple the monster.
I appreciate that. I don't want to be anywhere near that creature.
No, you don't. It'll just walk on you. And that'll
Yeah,
be the end of
probably.
Niscali.
Yeah, with my 13 hit points, yeah, probably.
Okay, I'm going to move around to here and attack the owlbear.
Okey-doke. Wait, I don't know how grapple works. Okay. And that's gonna hit for 3 points of damage. As it is just tangling with Steve, you plunge your dagger into it again. piercing its flesh, and it screams out.
Scream!
A very breathy scream.
Nascali.
I'm gonna move here and give Steve Cure light wounds. Heal for 8.
I appreciate it.
I don't see anybody's bars still.
No. What?
Fucking-
Like
I
I can
don't see Steve or Aaron.
Wait,
how
I think I'm using old tokens.
Yeah,
Oh no.
I can see my bars, but nobody else's.
Yeah,
I can
I'm
see
using old
Gemboki and
tokens.
myself.
I can see Aaron's health, or
No, I guess
that's his
Aaron.
AC.
I just.
That's the
I'm
brain
just,
buffer.
I'm just changing
Yeah.
it. I'm using old tokens. Sorry. That is going to be Niscali's turn, so there's now Albert's turn. Breaking free of the grapple.
Is another CMB check versus my CMD 19. My CMD 19 minus 4. So, be CMD 15.
15, yeah. CMD 15, and... Okay. Yeah, okay. Do they want to do that? How does that work if it just makes an attack, but it gets a free grab attack if it attacks? So would that allow it to take control of the grapple?
No.
No. The free grab is to initiate a grapple, but not to do anything else within the grapple.
Okay. The owlbear is... I think the owlbear is just annoyed at life right now. The owlbear is going to... I think it can full attack.
Yeah.
Okay, well, it's going to full attack. Super
Well,
hard.
can it full attack if it doesn't control the grapple?
Yeah, the grapple condition makes no restrictions on a full attack.
Oh.
I think you still need to beat your CMD to do it, though.
That's not going to be difficult for it to do that.
Grapple character who attempts to cast a spell or spell-like ability must make a concentration check. But there doesn't seem to be anything about attacks. At least not in the grappled condition. It just takes a -2 penalty on all attack rolls. That's all that I see here.
Instead of attempting to break, you can take any action that does require 2 hands to perform. So if he uses 2 claws, just say one of them he can't use.
Okay. Poor guy. So you could still make a full attack just with 1 claw. Such as cast spell or make an attack or full attack with a light or one-handed weapon. I guess we can do a thing of each.
Pull that longsword and smack him.
Well, natural weapons count as light.
So it couldn't make a full attack.
It can.
It can.
It just can't use.
only-
It just can't use both claws.
Okay, fair enough. It wants to full attack Steve. So it is going to full attack. Disregard claw number 2, and all of these attacks have a -2 penalty. So disregard claw number 2. So that's going to be a 24, a 13. No, that's going to be a 24 and a 9. So the 24 is going
24
to hit
hits.
for 5 points of damage.
Minimum damage.
And
And the other 2
9
rolled max.
I take it it's not using dexterous attacks.
No, these attacks are not dexterous.
Okay.
If they were, they would be considerably less successful.
There's -2 already. So nice.
Yeah, and it has a horrible dexterity because it's a frickin' bear.
Albert.
Aaron. Albert.
I'm up again. I'm gonna touch the guy again.
Make a bear touch. Oh! Oh, mama! Confirm that baby!
Do I just roll the same thing? Is that fine?
Yep.
Yeah. I'm going to deal you. Probably shuffle first or something, and then deal you a card. And I don't know if this works or not. Still.
You can just drag it onto the board.
Yeah, I can do that.
No.
Yeah, here.
Could you make that a bit bigger?
Yes, I can.
Thank you.
That is going to be a magic. You are deafened until healed. DC 15 heal check.
So the electric just sparks into your ears.
Yeah, his chilled touch kind of travels to his ears, and they just kind of freeze over, and he can't really hear so good anymore.
What? What was that?
Doesn't
And I will say I
that
lost that
affect-
charge then. One charge down.
Well, you miss, so you still keep it.
Okay, then I'll maybe do it again next turn. This isn't going well.
Try to do it again with a little less sucker dude.
What?
Yeah.
I've rolled a 3, a 1, and a 3 in my last 3 rolls.
Yeah, that's pretty brutal.
It's bad. Steve, it is your turn.
Alright, since I still control the grapple, I'm going to try to upgrade the grapple to a pin.
Oh, make me. Do these things count as a? This doesn't count as an attack, does it?
It does, but I don't know if you can fumble with that because it's not a melee or anything.
Confirm. I really want to because it's an attack.
If it does, it didn't confirm.
Yeah, so it doesn't confirm, so you're fine.
Why couldn't I have rolled that before? Ah!
Yeah, it's unfortunate. Okay, that's gonna be Steve's turn. Genboki.
I'm gonna burn a key point and have Krios attack with me.
Ooh, fancy.
Ghost ninja action.
So you see
Go
this
ninja, go ninja.
blue
I mean, I can't see anything
ghost.
because there's a huge owlbear between me and
Yes,
Ghost.
there's a tree, a huge Steve, and a huge owlbear in the way.
I am
So-
missing the best show.
Yeah, but ew.
Oh, look at them rolls! Oh, they're both crits!
Whoa, what just
Lovely!
happened?
I crit twice in a row.
What happened?
What do you mean, what happened?
Sorry, I got.
You got...
You crit the other crit too.
Yeah, I crit my crit on the second one. Oh, Krios is doing very well with me.
Is that a super crit?
Is it a mega
Also-
crit?
Yeah, I
Did you
crit my crit.
both?
Yeah.
How the did you just crit both?
Well, I got 2 crits in a row, and my second crit also crit the confirm.
Ultimate
be honest,
criticality.
I have no idea what's going on with this macro. What am I looking at? So you can...
If the macro looks really weird, you might need to refresh.
It just like it has haste 1, weapon, silver kukri, haste attack, haste damage, sneak attack damage, haste sneak attack damage, haste crit reroll.
There's a lot going in on the attack because I crit, so there's a lot more in there.
Gotcha. So okay, just tell me what happened. Did you crit it? How much damage are you doing? I can't make heads or tails of this thing.
Okay, I'll write it all out for you.
I assume you hit because I'm not seeing a number lower than.
Yeah, I
30.
hit. I don't think I confirmed the first crit. 'Cause my first confirm was 14 against whatever his AC is right now.
No, that is not going to be confirmed.
Against
but the
his
second
flat-footed
one-
AC because he's in a grapple.
Yes, that is going to hit because of the flat-footed. So you crit 2 times.
Okay, I've done 20 damage and I need 2 crits.
God, Jesus Christ. Roll 1d52 twice.
I should use Krios more often.
I mean, yeah, that went very well. Oh geez, ruptured spleen. 1d6.
I'm attacking him from behind as well.
Oh my god. And the other one was 29, so that's gonna be 27. No, wait, sorry, that was bludgeoning, I think. Yeah, it was bludgeoning. Is this piercing?
This is slashing.
Slashing. 3d6 dex damage. What the severed spine.
Oh, lovely.
A reflex save negates.
His reflex is low once he's using a grapple.
Wait, by how much? Oh my god.
His reflex is lowered by 2 because of the dex penalty.
Okay, so he still has
And he doesn't have dex anyway.
he has a -4. He has -1. Oh boy, poor guy. Okay, he has a -1 reflex, so this needs to be. Oh my god, yeah. So he takes 3d6 dex damage. Oh no! Oh man, that's 6 dex damage, and he has a -2. Holy shit, his AC just.
I mean,
plummeted.
2 was gonna be a lot worse for the owlbear.
Oh my god.
That's a pretty low roll on 3d6.
And then what? 18? Yeah, 18. Okay. And target loses 1d3 fingers and takes 1 con and strength drain.
Where the fuck is all that coming from?
It's crit cards, baby.
All of his fingers!
Wow. So you just holy crap.
So as
you stab down on its back and just cut straight through the spine, you hear a growly, just crunching noise, and it yelps out in pain. And as it does so, you see the spectral image of your ghostly friend, and he slashes out with his ghostly kukri, severing off 3 of its digits, which fall to the ground. And well, it's pretty satisfying to look at as this thing takes 20 damage. Oh boy, it's not looking good for old owlbear. So that's going to be your turn, Nascali.
I missed all of that because I'm behind
Yeah.
big thing.
So
That's
you
a small
just-
creature.
You might have
You
seen
just
some
hear-
spectral wisps around.
Yeah.
I just
ghostly
heard like a really
wisp.
painful growl for the owlbear.
Yeah,
I thought it
it's
was-
making some guttural death
I
sounds.
still cannot see Steve's bar.
Steve is at 14 out of 23. I'll make the bar visible.
I'm gonna give him 1 more charge of Cure Light Wounds.
For
8 points of healing. And I lost my touch of blindness. Because which I have written wrong.
Everybody's touching this owlbear, trying to make it blind, trying to lose.
I am
strength.
not going to touch the owlbear. I'm not going anywhere near the owlbear.
Poor owlbear.
I don't know, his
Yeah,
deck's
out
really
of
low
that.
now.
It's
don't
a
wanna
bad
get
day to be an
owlbear.
owlbear.
Okay.
It is a very bad day to be an
it is-
owlbear.
It is an unfortunate day to be an owlbear.
As a
right now.
move, I guess I'm just gonna load my crossbow.
Okay.
Just in case.
Then it is the owlbear's turn. The owlbear. Ooh boy. Oh man. I really wanna. It has to. It's gonna go for a full attack on old Genboki.
Can it even use its other claw now taken off more than half of it?
It uses the claw that has digits on it for the full attack rather than the messed up like. God, this poor owlbear. Oh man, I need to look at its stats real quick. Let's see how much of a minus does it have to. Okay, so its dex is 0, and it took what, strength drain?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Which means it went to Jimboki.
Okay. Oh, it went to Genboki?
No. I don't
I thought
think
that's
it
what
goes to
Drain
me.
did.
No, Drain is a permanent loss, whereas damage heals over time.
Oh,
Yes.
okay.
You need to use magic to heal drain.
I stand corrected.
Okay, it's gonna full attack on Genbokers. So it's gonna miss with everything.
Yeah, it misses.
It is just in its death throes, just trying to do something, anything at all, and it is just not happening. Aaron.
Try to touch the bear.
It's a lot easier to do so now.
You touch the poor old bear. And yeah, it's considerably easier to do now, and you hit it with ease, as it is just
So
breathing
it
heavily.
does 1d6 damage. And it needs to make a fortitude saving throw. Or take 1 point of strength damage.
Yeah, it makes the force save.
1 cup.
And that is going to be your turn. Steve, what do you want to do?
I attempt to upgrade the grapple again.
Okay. No. So you just rested this owlbear, and you can feel that its thrashing and movement is becoming a lot more sluggish, a lot more weak, and it has lost considerable amounts of blood. Its fur completely just dyed red at this point. And you feel like it is at death's door. Genboki.
I'm gonna call on good old Krios again.
Oh, jeez. It's murder
boy.
time.
It is. It really is.
It's just, oof. It's night-night owlbear.
Yeah, we need this win.
I think both of those hit for 8 points of damage. So you just stab. You just wrench your knife out of its spine and stab back in the base of the neck, severing the spine from its skull. And as you do, Krios materializes with his kukri and slashes at its neck, decapitating it, and it just goes limp in Steve's hand as it falls to the ground, just bleeding from its neck hole. You have defeated the fearsome owlbear.
I give a high five to the spear inside me. Everyone can see it now because Krios is manifesting.
I can't go see what's in front of me.
He high fives you back. You have bested the fearsome owlbear, and its loot is yours for the taking. And I think we will get to that next week because I'm super hungry. And also it's been a good almost 4 hours.
Time to eat some owlbear.
Yeah, it's time to eat some delicious flank of owlbear
do
meat.
we need any proof or anything from killing this thing, or can we just
Its
tell
head.
people?
Take
we
its
totally
head.
killed this.
It's a comfortably decapitated head.
I would like
It's
to try
act-
to eat owlbear just to see if it tasted good.
Somebody else will have to
You
collect
need
that
to
because
majorly a
I'm
meat
pretty
eater.
sure I can't just punch
Probably.
off its head.
I've already
Its head's
decapitated
I'd
it.
like to.
decapitated. Yeah, it's already been decapitated.
Oh. Well done.
If
Problem
owlbears are primarily
solved.
carnivores, it probably isn't very good or very tasty.
Yeah.
I mean,
normal
I don't
bear
know.
can taste pretty decent.
If bear
tiger
meat is
good?
pretty
I-
strong
I've
and
heard the
gamey
absolute
and
opposite. Like bear is
I've
very.
bears bears are not. I mean,
Heard
bears
it's
might
based
be
on
okay.
how you make it.
It depends on its on the diet really. If it eats a lot of meat, it's not gonna be very tasty.
What if it eats other owlbear?
It's still a meat.
just delicious.
I mean, you can eat
Super.
it, but it can be a very strong taste, and not
Well, yeah.
everybody likes it. Can be
I
a
don't know.
difficult meal.
Uh,
You know, it's everybody too has their preferences.
Of course, I only eat tiger meat. It costs a
So-
lot, but
Bears
good.
are like hardcore omnivores.
I mean, yeah, bears.
So apparently,
they eat honey.
black bear
That's-
tastes similar to venison, but only sweeter.
Wait,
I think it
G,
depends on the type of bear.
G, I wanted to ask, are you implying that if we were to eat human flesh, that vegetarians would taste the best?
Basically, yeah.
Okay,
I mean,
that's
there's a
giant
reason
implication.
people
There's a
don't generally
reason why
hunt
cows-
wolves for like their
There's a-
meat.
Yeah, there's a reason why we eat beef. It's because
I mean,
Yeah,
the
like-
reason
it's
is
delicious.
the reason we eat beef is because we can put grass into a cow and it turns into beef. But for a wolf or a tiger, we need to put beef into a tiger to make more.
Yeah, but
tiger.
also
No,
even
but
like
it's
people who
just-
hunt wolves, they don't kill them for their meat. They kill for pelts or
Yes.
because they're a pest.
And straight
And even
up,
if they
the-
kill a wolf, they don't harvest the meat for
the
eating.
best tasting elk that I ever got from hunting came out of an alfalfa field as I was walking up the road after having just left the truck.
I have no idea what alfalfa is. But it looks like some sort of vegetable.
It's not green. It's
Isn't
a
it
plant.
just feed?
It's a little green plant. Yeah, it's
like
basically
that-
feed. Yep,
Yeah,
it's
there's
like
a
the
reason why-
alfalfa sprouts.
Well, like cow meat is much better than say moose meat, and why things taste gamey when you hunt them. It's because we
Yeah.
actually feed delicious things to cows and such, and that makes their meat like better and more
I mean, yeah,
greasy
we've-
and all that.
yeah.
But like
They've
moose
literally
and
been
deer who have to,
engineered.
yeah,
to
moose
be
and deer who
max
have to like
delicious.
figure out themselves where to get the meat. They're more like muscly and have less fat on them, which
All
makes the
this-
taste more
All this
pungent, I
talk
guess.
of delicious meat has made me even hungrier. So I'm going to leave you now. I'll catch up with you guys next week as I go gorge myself on whatever is nearby. I don't care. I'm so hungry.
Wolf.
See ya.
Yeah.
Wolf
So
and
we're
wolf.
agreed that when the
Later.
apocalypse comes, we eat the vegetarians first.
We eat the vegetarians
Yes.
first. Later.
Eat
Yep.
vegetarians first.
See ya
Bye, guys.
See ya.
later.
See you next week.